with gentle hands, welcome to tonight's live stream, second live stream of the day. If you missed the first one, make sure to go and check that out. It was a very fun little stream. We are reviewing members platinum trophy list today. So the deal is, if you want to get your platinum trophy list reviewed, obviously subscribers, I will review your lists, but members do get priority on this. If you want to become a member of the channel, do so. If not, just add your PlayStation profiles, all of that jazz, add it to the waiting list. There's a Discord that you can join. It's in the Discord. What the fuck am I saying? In the description, there's a Discord link for the server that we collect everything. If you don't have Discord, no worries, just leave it as a comment. Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to the stream. Bomb Shop, you are first. How's it going? What's up, Gunslayers? You all right, mate? I saw you playing Paw Patrol, actually. Kind of suspect, but we move. Lenny, how's it going, buddy? Welcome in. How are we doing, chat? The miners code, welcome in. Yeah, so I've already decided the lists. We've got a structure of the lists. We've got like a waiting list for the members, and then there's the non-members, like general subscribers, on another waiting list, and that spreadsheet is like slowly being built out. But yeah, I've got a set number of people to get through each week, and that's just how we do it around here. We're very structured, very organized, and all of that jazz. Mr. T-Town, welcome in. How you doing, buddy? Captain, welcome in. Time for stream 2. Exactly true, exactly. Fallout, it's not today. It will be next week, unfortunately, because I'm doing 3 lists tonight. I did take a look on the tracker, and I don't know why your name was for this week. I think there might have been some kind of error. Just when changing things over, but today we've got Mr. T-Tam, we've got Captain that's in the live chat, and we've also got Jinx. So we've got 223, 72, then 20 platinums to go through. So you'll be next week, buddy. You and Burger are being reviewed on the 28th of January next week. So yeah. Frog, welcome in. How's it going? Gun says us first, you deleted his comment and took the top spot. Right, I got it. Cheeky, naughty. Making a video, so don't mind Paw Patrol, right? You're making a video? Is it gonna be the same video as mine, platinuming Bad Kid Games? Is that the move? Is that like the YouTube meta right now? You're at 88 platinums now. All right, yeah. So when we add like to the list, obviously things like change, don't they? So it's good to see that you've got some more under the old belt as well. Alrighty. Chat, if you are watching and you are signed into a YouTube account, don't forget to drop a like on the stream. It does help me out. All right. Just getting the live chat up on the old iPad so I can see everything perfectly. Extreme Cast, welcome in. How you doing? All right. Say hello to yourselves, chat. Let me go over to the spreadsheet then. All right. So these are the 3 lists that we are reviewing today. Next week we've got Burger Fallout, and then the following week that could be subject to change. I think I'm home, but I'll just need to double check. But on the 4th of February we got Lumdubs, Gunslayers, and also Scottish Dogs. So we've got 3 lists then to go through. I don't know if Paw Patrol's a good one or not. Planning on doing the trilogy. Hot damn. I don't know why as well, but the old capture card isn't plugged in, which is a bit of a shame. Not capture card, the stream deck, just to switch scenes. It's one of those things where it's like really easy to like switch between scenes, but yeah, oh well. Right, so let's start off with Jinx's list then. So from Canada, I've got a nice little Demon Slayer emoji there. A trap isn't a trap if you know the trap is trying to trap you. It's a face-off. Pretty biblical, I would say. Not biblical, but just pretty inspiring. We've got 21 platinums to go through. We've also got Captain with 88, and then we've got Mr. T-Town with 244. So we've got a lot of platinums to get through, chat. I will sort of not rush through them, but I will try and get through them because there are obviously a lot to do. It's bad you've been playing the superhero one. The collectibles don't save when you get them on the second run. You have to beat the entire level again. Oh my god. That sounds absolutely awful, mate. You put the wrong date because the order number wasn't accurate. Right, I see. Should be fixed now though, right? And to be fair, like only mods and me can see that list anyway, so it's not like the general sort of public see. What's it? Like it's not like the general public see the platinum list, so it's not like any like changes people won't really know unless it obviously changes sort of as and when. Welcome in, Mark. How's it going, buddy? Alrighty then. So kicking things off with a big W of a platinum then is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Only platinum on the list. Interesting to know if Jinx has played or platinumed any other Assassin's Creed games. I'd assume they've probably played some other Assassin's Creeds, but I like Odyssey. It is on the slightly longer side of life, but it's not a bad game. Like I think Origins is probably my favorite, but seeing Odyssey on there is pretty W. Welcome in, Brunstad. How's it going? Astrobot, Astro's Playroom. Again, fairly self-explanatory of those two platinum trophies there. Good to see the 100% on them both as well, which is awesome. Bakugan Battle Brawlers. I remember seeing this as a kid, like the TV show, but I never really watched it because it just like, what is Bakugan? Is it like Beyblades but not as good, or like Digimon or some shit? Like I'm conscious of it, but I never watched it. It just never really appealed to me. I was more of a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX man growing up. That was kind of like the newest Yu-Gi-Oh! I was watching as a kid, obviously like the OG one as well. But yeah, never really took Bakugan up. Neither did I with Digimon, to be fair. But yeah, 3%, and it's a PS3 game as well, which is pretty cool. So no idea what that's like, but it's probably the first time we might have seen that on doing a platinum trophy list. And I want to also say Bleach Rebirth of Souls. I want to say that might be a first as well, to be honest with you. I don't think I've seen any video of that. And what I am going to do, 25 hours, 3 out of 10, one playthrough. I love looking at other people's trophy lists. I'm just going to investigate that one and see what it looks like and how it plays. Because I might do that one myself, actually. Because I remember watching Bleach going up. I'm obviously way behind, but it was one of those animes that I saw as a kid and thought was pretty cool. So maybe playing that game could be a good like point to get me back into it. You're gonna get the 100% for Odyssey, great game. I hear the 100% isn't so good. You're just climbing mountains for a lot of it. 10 days to complete Odyssey is kind of crazy. Yeah, that is pretty insane actually. I mean, it's not insane when you break it down, but like obviously if that's like the game that they've played, like maybe they had like a week off work or school or whatever, very doable within 10 days, I'd say, taking like breaks and stuff. Put your gamer tag. And it's odd not being called William. Really? Yeah, it's one of those ones where it's like when people change their names, it's like it's when there's so many messages, it's like I just say what I see. But yeah, I mean to be fair, like Extreme Cast, like Extreme Itstream. There's no excess. I don't know why I'm saying Extreme, but yeah, it's one of those ones where it's like it's a pretty cool username as well, so like it stands out just as much. Rebirth of Souls is the one that's on your wish list. Okay, so must be a good one if it's on the old wish list. We've got Borderlands up next as well, 5.7% rarity. Again, the Borderlands franchise is pretty like they're meant to be good, but they're obviously quite a long process to get the platinums in at least. I guess completing the game isn't that bad, but I've played a bit of Borderlands 2 on the PlayStation 3, so I think maybe as part of the backlog series I'd go back and clean it up, but it's one of those things, it's like I don't want to force it, and there's a reason why I've not played it, and it's like I don't know if the Borderlands franchise would 100% be for me. Then just seeing like the added grind of 50 hours is like extremely off-putting. Not going to lie. We got Cyberpunk 2077, and like absolutely sensational game, like absolute banger. One that I do want to go back and clean up. I know like it's probably about 2 years ago now. I went and cleaned up Skyrim myself, and I think Cyberpunk sits in that kind of category where it's like as an RPG game stands, like really loved it. and it's not that difficult to platinum. It's just obviously quite long to do. So it's one that I have been meaning to go back to, and it's like I've repurchased the game because I got it at launch and then refunded it because it obviously wasn't quite perfect, and like now it's in a really good place. So that's very good to see there. Dark Souls remastered, nice. I know the percentage on that one is just creeping up. Are Dark Souls, is that truly an 8 out of 10? Like, surely there's cheese methods there at this point, or like you know how to do things, but not to take away from the achievement, it's still something that I could never do. Demon Slayer 1, fantastic, 5 out of 10. I've got this platinum, pretty fun game, pretty challenging at times. I'm not the biggest person to play fighting games, so it's like good to play and sort of get better. I'm slowly working my way through Demon Slayer 2 as well. Got Elden Ring, good job there. I know that the PS4 version is like a 6.5 out of 10 or something like that. It's like really weird for some bizarre reason. But yeah, again, if you got the Dark Souls platinum, I'm pretty sure Elden Ring will come naturally to you. Fallout 76, fair enough, absolutely fair enough. I think I've played Fallout 76, but it's one of those ones where it just didn't really sit with me. It was like I like the Fallout franchise, but I don't know, just Fallout 76 didn't really land, and I think it might have got better. But who knows? Who knows with that one? But GG's on that platinum. That's like a very monumental W of a plat to have. Afternoon, Crow. How's it going, buddy? I don't think you missed too much, CJ, but welcome back. Grey Bush, how's it going? I've been doing all right, mate. I've been doing all right. Just been keeping on, as they say. How you doing, mate? Good to see you in. Far Cry 5 and also Far Cry New Dawn. Is New Dawn the DLC thing for 5? Maybe. I'm not really too sure. The only Far Cry games that I've not platinumed are New Dawn and Primal. Obviously Far Cry 2, but that's like way before my time. But I've done every other mainline entry, but very good platinums to have there. GG's. The DLC is done as well, which is sensational. God Eater 3. Does anybody know what that is, chat? Because I've never heard of that in my entire life. What does... Okay, it looks like an anime kind of fighting game, I'm going to assume. Oh, apparently it's an RPG action fantasy. Okay, interesting. Never heard of God Eater 3, but it's a 50 out of 5 out of 10, 7% rarity there, so good job there. Got Spider-Man remastered, nice. Minecraft as well, very, very ultra rare platinum trophy there. Minecraft story modes, low-key, it is a banger. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. I will just make one comment though, is... I don't think you don't have to finish the game for some weird reason. It's like added DLC. I feel like some versions of the game, because I've done this, but I needed to play all of it, if that makes sense, to get the platinum. So I don't know why. Maybe it was if you got it digitally, potentially it splits off into DLC. But kind of disappointing to see not doing episodes 6, 7, and 8, because... I don't know, it's just the game half finished. I feel like you get invested, do you know what I mean? Like with like Telltale games. And like in fairness, it is actually quite a good one. Like I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. But I'd encourage, if you can, if you've got the DLC, maybe you brought the season pass, to go back, get the 100%. I don't do recommendations often, but like Telltale games, you can't really go wrong. God Eater's like Monster Hunter. Right, I got it. Got you. Winter Wish, welcome in. How is it going? How you doing? Banger game. Hey, Darian, welcome in, bro. Haven't been able to watch these as consistently you'd hope, but just here to say hey. No worries, dudes. To be fair, mate, this is my first stream doing this back in a few weeks, so you've not really missed out on much, but yeah, hope you're doing well. Hope the family's all good. New Dawn is the DLC for Far Cry 5, right? Got it. Yeah, isn't it like the map gets nuked or something? It's actually a pretty cool concept, but apparently it's just not meant to be good. Welcome in, Ross. You got the Minecraft story mode platinum pretty recently. Did you enjoy it? I enjoyed it when I played it, and season 2 was quite good as well. Surviving, collecting achievements and trophies as usual. Nice. We got Elder Scrolls Oblivion and also Skyrim. 125 fucking hours for Skyrim. I feel like that number's shot up. Does that include the DLC, I'm going to assume? I mean, albeit saying that, I think I've probably got over 100 hours in one of the Skyrim, like the Skyrim Platinum that I got, but I've obviously played it since PS3, then PS4, then PS5. But I think I Platinum the PS4 version. It'd be interesting to go back to my PS3 save and just see like what I was what I was doing on that one. And then last up, the last Platinum on the list is the Forest as well, with a 0.3%, which is a crazy, crazy ultra rare there. All right, we have got 1 year ago. We have got the Playroom VR was the first trophy, and then the first platinum came 12 months ago, so almost a year. I don't know why it's not crossed over to a year yet, but the Forest was the first platinum trophy. And then the fastest platinum trophy was Split Fiction. How long did Split Fiction take them to do? 19 hours and 16 minutes. That's a pretty good time, to be fair. The 10th platinum was Elder Scrolls Oblivion, and the 20th platinum was Astrobot, and then the latest platinum 2 weeks ago was Borderlands 1. And then we've got 3 ultra rares and 34 very rares, and we've got Far Cry 5, Borderlands pre-sequel, Fallout 76, DMC 5, and The Forest in the rarest unique cabinet there. And then for everyone that just wants to take a little look-see-loo at the stats, 1 PS3 game played, 50 PS4, and 47 PS5. And yeah, I mean, this account is fairly new. It was literally made this time last year. So, you know, I think it's one of those ones where it's like quality over quantity, having 21 platinums. Very good platinums, I'd say, over the past year of of gaming, and I can only imagine that Jinx is going to continue to get absolutely fucking W platinums on there. But 100 game played, 17 completed, and a completion rate of 38%. So GG's on that one, chat. Round of applause for Jinx. Get some fucking W's in the chat. Really like that, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's next in the future. And you can probably leave a comment because I know that Jinx is working today. But I'm interested to know, what's your 25th platinum milestone going to be? You're going to have to remind me on that one. But thank you very much, Jinx. Yeah, it was fun. Didn't get the DLCs done because you didn't have money to buy them. Generally just going for the backlog. Right, got it. What's on the backlog at the minute? Like what you playing? All right, next up we have got Captain Rip Hunter. So I believe Captain is in the live chat. Level 437, 88 platinums. We've got a 30% completion rate, 490 games played, and 68 completed there. Kicking things off, like a lot of lists, we do have A Way Out, which is a fantastic game and obviously quite a rare platinum to get. Alan Wake 2 as well. This is a game, I didn't realize it had DLC. Actually, I feel like I did know it had DLC, but I didn't know there was trophies for it. Anywho, Alan Wake 2. This is one that I would like to try myself at some point, but I just don't. Is it Remedy? Is it Remedy Games that makes this? Is it Remedy? Yeah, I don't really know how I get on with Remedy games, to be honest with you, but I do think Alan Wake 2 is like the newest and the shiniest game technically, so I might give it a try, but I've got so much other stuff that I'd rather prioritize. But a W nevertheless. Alone in the Dark, I believe this is the remake from the game that came out in like the 90s. It's a 1.2% rarity, which is awesome to see. I've not heard the best things about this or the franchise. It's meant to be like kind of mid. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it. Strong start on the account. Yeah, Jinx's was a very, very strong account. I'm looking forward to how they grow. Rip, if you don't have at least one game as time travel involved, you'd be severely disappointed. I've done Back to the Future, so I've got the Back to the Future platinum, so that's definitely time travel. That's solved. Just wait till we get to the L games. Really? I'm gonna hate the games. Is it? Well, you said L, so it can't be that bad, right? If you said L, because if you said D for Days Gone, then I would have screamed. Oh wait, no, it's gonna be Lollipop Chainsaw, isn't it? We've got Assassin's Creed 2 on the PS4 and Assassin's Creed Shadows. A very mixed bag of Assassin's Creed games there, Captain. Yeah, interesting. Assassin's Creed 2, fantastic. I didn't really like when I played it remastered. I'm going to go back and do it on the PS3 because I'm like way closer. But Assassin's Creed Shadows, God, that was a fucking slog, I thought. Anyway, Assassin's Creed Playroom. Ashla's Playroom there again, fairly self-explanatory. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, nice. You don't see this one all too often. Again, I think the 50 hours ultimately puts me off, but it is one that would be interesting to check out. You love Lego, Lollipop, Pixar. Oh my god, no, don't do it to me. CJ does Assassin's Creed Odyssey count. Um, who does CJ have it as well? Who has it, Lenny? Um, oh, look at this. We just need Arkham City. Then you got the trilogy of the Batman games. Done the DLC as well for Arkham Knight. Isn't the DLC for Arkham Knight meant to be tougher than like the Platinum itself? But 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10. I'm honestly surprised like how low these are scored. Is it just a case of you practice and then you can do the combat simulation stuff, like the combat challenges? Because whenever you watch people make videos about this, I guess they're great storytellers, but it really, really does seem difficult. And then you look at a guide and you're like, the suffering, was it a 5 out of 10 suffering? Because it seemed like it might have been a 7 or 8, you know? Okay, so Captain's working on Arkham City right now. Right, got it. Nice, nice, nice. Can't wait for whenever your turn pops up in the year-long line. Winter, because you've got a membership to your name, you actually get bumped up the list. So if I could ask one of the moderators just to put a note or find your account, if you've already posted it in the Discord, that is, we can bump you up. So it'll probably be like the 2nd or 3rd week of February instead of a year. Because yeah, members get priority. So if you've been gifted a membership recently and you are watching and you've already submitted your trophy list, or you want to submit your trophy list, then just let me or one of the moderation team know in Discord. And yeah, we can just add it to the members list. Obviously, if you want to wait a year to get your list reviewed, you can do as well. Just let us know. Main game has to have it a feature like Timefall 2. I've not played Timefall 2. Is that a game? Or Titanfall 2? Can't think of an intro line today. That's good enough, Aiden. Arkham City is the brutal one. Right, got it. You've been hating Arkham City. The Platinum is so much more annoying than the other 2 games. Really? See, Arkham City is probably my favourite one. That's the one where I've got the most memories as a kid playing, but I was never going for the Platinums in them. Welcome as well. If you want to submit your list, you can join the Discord. It is the pinned comment in the live chat. It's in the description. And if you don't have Discord, then you can just say your name in the chat and hopefully one of the moderation team can add it to the Discord in the waiting list. Bearing in mind, the waiting list is like a year, I would say, last time I checked. It's only growing, so probably want to submit it now. Are we getting some of the non-members today? Not today, buddy. Not today. We're just doing members. I think it's fair that if people are paying for memberships, then they get rewarded, you know, by showing support to the channel. Like, I think it's fair. We've agreed in a previous stream that that's the structure we're gonna do it in, just so members get a bit more value from their membership alongside like the videos and emojis and shit like that. So yeah, maybe in the future when I've caught up to reviewing all of the members, and let's say there's only one member to review, then I'll do general subscribers as well. But just because this is the first stream back doing it, I think this is the first one this year, is it not, chat? Is this the first one this year or the second one this year? Like, just because I've had some personal stuff going on, I've not been able to stream as much, so that means I've unfortunately missed these streams. Hey, welcome in, Shadow Frost. How's it going? Money talks. Yeah, it's not even that, but I just think if people take the time to obviously, you know, donate with a membership, then I think it's fair that they get, you know, bumped up. Just wanted to drop in and say how much you love your streams. Got to get back to work. No worries, Jinx. Thank you. I appreciate it so much and appreciate your support. And the first section of this video was dedicated to your list. So hopefully when you finish work, buddy, you can enjoy that one and have a good shift. Oh shit, this is the first one of the year. Fucking hell. Hi guys, welcome back. It's only been 21 days. Anywho, we've got the Batman Enemy Within, which is season 2, is it? And then the Telltale, like season 1 and season 2 of those games. if you like Batman and if you like Telltale, definitely give these a whirl. Like 10, 13%, a rare platinum trophy. If you're a fan of Batman, I'd say they're definitely worth it. I was definitely skeptical, but they're quite good. Body cam shooter, 0.6%. I believe this game got delisted, did it not? And then they've added different versions like gangster body cam shooter and shit like that. I don't know how difficult these are, how easy they might, or whatever, but a 0.6% would lead me to believe that they've probably got glitch trophies or are generally difficult and also have been delisted. But yeah, WW stuff. We're seeing Borderlands again, so nice job there. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019, again, 0.3%. If you want to boost your account with an ultra rare platinum trophy, this is the game to do it. It's the easiest COD game you're going to get a platinum in. It takes 10 hours. Welcome in, Dave. Where's Baby Shark? Unfortunately, not on this list. That's just exclusive to mine. Great start. Yeah, it is a great start to the list. You don't get how it's a rare when it's literally just play through the game. Which one? Body cam shooter. Is that all you have to do? Just play through the game and it's an ultra rare. Oh shit, it's they did it in January as well this year. That's really weird because like it's 32% on PSNP. I don't really understand why it is a 0.6 on PlayStation. I mean, it's an uncommon on PSNP, but that's very, very bizarre. Is it like chat? Is this difficult? I'd be intrigued to check this one out just as like a bad video game, very very satire-esque, you know, playing bad games. But let me know. Maybe if I can get it, then I'll maybe try out. This is the second, but the last two was 2 weeks ago, so basically last year. Right, okay. All right, got you. Oh no, the Telltale? What Telltale one? Oh, the Batman? They're not ultra rares, they're just rares, aren't they? I'm doing good, thank you, mate. 1 win in 3 games. Mate, Arsenal are top of the league. That's all I care about. That's all I care about, you know. It's night and like when you look at the football as well, the Premier League is just so competitive and teams are so defensive now. And you look at how Arsenal play in Europe in the Champions League, we can score goals, and it was quite evident against Inter Milan, who are a tough side, and we still managed to put 3 past them. Like it's just different in the Prem when teams are doing a low block. It's very frustrating to break down. But yeah, I'm doing good, mate. How you been? Right sound body camera is a potential game to get, exactly. Body cam shooter's not a good game. You brought it because you thought it was like Ready or Not. Right, got it. I got a creator code for Ready or Not, but I've not accepted it yet. I don't know whether to. Horrible game. Look at Villa at the weekend. Yeah, exactly. Like all of the teams, the only way to stop good teams in the Premier League now is to do a very like low mid block. Like Arteta started doing it like when he came in like 4 seasons ago to start combating Man City, who are so dominant, and we've just got really good at it. And obviously we're successful, so other teams have copied that because now we're quite good at attacking as well. The thing with Villa at the weekend is I'm just still not convinced on Villa. I'm really not. Like I know they've put a string, or they did put a string of like 11 wins together. I'm just not convinced on them as a team personally. You'll buy Ready or Not if you want a buddy. You really like the look of it. I don't know if I'm going to accept the offer, to be honest with you, because I wouldn't platinum it, 'cause it's like 80 hours and an 8 out of 10. It's more so just like seeing what it looks like and having the game, but I just think that's the greed they talk about in the Bible, so I probably won't accept it. I've got other stuff to do. Yeah, Man United 2-0. Yeah, the thing is as well, which is interesting, is that's the perfect result for Man United, or for Arsenal fans, having Man United at the weekend, because while they can ride that high of the new manager boost, I just feel like they're playing such a bad Man City team. Like, not to take away, like they beat Man City 2-0, like fair enough, but they're coming into that Arsenal game with a lot of momentum and like potentially could be overconfidence, and I hope that it is overconfidence and then Arsenal just completely shut it down. And like, do you know what I mean? Like it's one of those ones where it's like, is Carrick Ball really good, or are Man City just really bad? And I think it's probably the latter. And I think, Man United, I think it will be a tough game. Don't get me wrong. It's probably got 0-0 written all over it again. And United will just try to hit us on the counter like every team does. And, maybe they will, maybe they won't. But yeah, it'll be like a close game. Yeah, you wouldn't platinum it. Yeah. Shout out to the people that have platinumed it. Yeah, I saw Man City lost yesterday to was it Bodo Glint or something? Crazy. Again, they've probably got like they're gonna start turning up hopefully with like Gahey coming in and stuff. Anyway, we've got Cyberpunk again. Absolutely sensational stuff. Unsure how you get. I didn't realize what's the DLC for Cyberpunk. Oh, Phantom Liberty does have trophies. Okay. I didn't realize that Phantom Liberty. I'm assuming they're probably for completing the game, are they not? Like the end options. I didn't realize Phantom Liberty had trophies. I thought it was just like almost a standalone thing. That's pretty cool that it does. Anyway, GG's on Cyberpunk. I'm kind of inspired to maybe try this out and go back to it myself. We've got Detroit Become Human, W game, 1.4%, rarity, love it. Dishonored 1 and 2, and also Death of the Outsider. 5 out of 10. It makes sense that they are difficult games to do, but I didn't realize they were that difficult in fairness. Yeah, fair. I tried to play the first Dishonored game, and I feel like I kind of enjoyed it, but I also didn't really love it. And is it Remedy Games again, or is it Arcane? Oh, no, it's Arcane Studios. That's like a Bethesda studio, is it not? Or under their publishing. Yeah, again, Arcane Studios is another studio of games. They did Deathloop, yeah, Deathloop. They're just another franchise that I don't. They did World at War, fucking hell. They just the way that the games play, they don't really get on with me in a weird way. But GG's on getting them done because they are like cool games, if that makes sense. They just don't work for me. Dispatch, awesome to see this sitting as an ultra rare as well. It's got 3 endings. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. I need to try that out at some point. Got different endings for DLC. Just have to play through it again. Okay, you could probably save scum it as well. If you have an okay team, you can get the ready or not platinum a bit easier than the DLCs they're paying. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh wow, look at this. Dragon Age Inquisition, 8 out of 10 and 100 hours, 1.3% rarity there. GG's. Sorry, Donut County as well. Fantastic little game, that one. Absolutely sensational. But Dragon Age, oh my word. Is this the game that word on the street is you can actually make this easier and it's not an 8 out of 10? I don't know about the time, or maybe you shorten the time, but I feel like there's like some kind of exploit or glitch or something, like maybe to make your character over leveled or some shit. I feel like there's something that you can do potentially in this game to make it easier. Could be wrong, but maybe someone in chat might know, but I don't know. I feel like you might be able to make this one easier, or is it a different Dragon Age game? I've never played a Dragon Age game. I would like to, but I think, is it Origins, like the one on PS3? I think that's probably the one I'd do because it's like meant to be the best. Inquisition is so fun. Big recommendation. Took you 3 hours to get the platinum. Hot damn. Did you enjoy your 300 hours in it? There's a duplication glitch, but you don't use it. Right, okay, yeah. Yeah, I guess it can take away from the fun of it, can't it? Dragon Age is more like a 2 out of 3. You can overlevel before tackling the end content. Oh, okay, right, got you. Yeah, I'd definitely want to try them out because I know we got Veilguard on PlayStation Plus at one point as well, and that seems like it's a new game, isn't it? So surely it's got to be all right. Origins not being on PS4 and 5 is a bit sad. You'd want to start with a series. Yeah, I know what you mean. I guess I'm fortunate to have a PS3, so I can go back. Chat as well. If you are liking the live stream, don't forget to drop a like on it. If you don't, you will be cursed with eternal beauty. Got an Elden Ring double stack there. Nice. Again, I don't know why the PS4 version, I said it was a 6.5, it's actually a 7 out of 10. I don't know why it takes longer. Is that just the load times for the PS4 version or some shit? Yeah, GG's on getting both of them done. Game of Thrones, I believe that's the Telltale game, and that should be a 1 out of 10, and maybe like 10 hours. I'm pretty sure that's the Telltale one. It's just pulled the wrong guide. I'm a Game of Thrones fan, but I really didn't like that game. I thought it sucked. Ghost of Tsushima, double stack, good process, and then also Ghost of Yotai, awesome. I'm assuming they've already added a new game plus thing in there. Absolutely criminal that it puts you down to a B rank because you don't have one trophy. That is actually like disgusting how they've knocked you. It should be an A rank on that one personally. But GG's on that. I'm looking forward to trying Ghost of Yotai at some point in the future. I'll probably wait for a mega sale on it. You want to get a PS3 just so you can get Origins and Dragon Age 2. It's because it picks the guide at random every time you load the page. 2 different guides say 2 different things. Right, gotcha. Yeah, I'd say definitely if you can get a PS3, like do it. They're really fun. There's so many games that you can play as well, which are really cool, and some like really cool platinum trophies. God of War, nice job there. Gotham Knights. I always say this when I see it. I think it's quite overhated. 1.5% ultra rare as well, which is awesome. Yeah, I did it solo. It wasn't bad. It was just like kind of boring towards the end of the grind. But I think if you play with friends, it's probably like a fun experience. Got a double stack of Hitman 3 as well. Nice. I again, very good rarities on those. I like playing Hitman games, but I'm not very good at them. This is why I'm kind of skeptical about the 007 James Bond game, because it's like the same studio as Hitman, right? So it's got like the Hitman stealth elements, which are really cool, and then obviously more action. So I think I'd probably be okay to play the James Bond first like game. I think I wouldn't struggle as much as I do with Hitman. But I think like I go into Hitman, I play them, I goof about, but I never really am successful just 'cause I'm so shit at it. But we got Hitman Absolution as well. Awesome. Oh my god, you got a House Flipper 2. How was this? I did House Flipper 1. Thoroughly enjoyed it. For some reason, I thought it was a bit more difficult, House Flipper 2. I guess 20 hours is a lot longer than the first one, but is it good? Like, is it a good 20 hours to do? Because maybe like I'd get that on sale or something, because the first one was super fun, like nice and chill. New James Bond game, same devs, yeah. House Flipper 2 was pretty fun. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I'll have to check that one out at some point. Infamous First Light and also Second Son. Good job on both of those. Great games and a great franchise. We got a VR game. We don't see VR too often. Job Simulator there. Lovely stuff. This is one that I would like to play if I did have a VR headset, but I don't, unfortunately. But good job there. Oh, this is why we were saying look forward to the L's. Right. Life is Strange 1, 2, Life is Strange Remastered, Before the Storm Remastered, and then a double stack of True Colors. I believe, isn't there a new one? Like a new Life is Strange that came out like end of last year or something. I'm gonna take it that Captain is a Life is Strange fan, and fair enough. Like, I'm glad that you enjoy it. I know that I don't particularly enjoy them. Like, they're just not really for me. But GG's on getting them, and it's nice to see that you like a franchise, if that makes sense. How do you feel about the new announcement of the new Life is Strange game? Kind of bit, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to like spoil it, if that makes sense. But if you've seen it, you'll kind of know what I mean with the trailer. Like, it's a bit. Do people like that, or do they not? Marvel's Midnight Suns, right? I really want to play this. It's just finding the time to carve out 50 hours. Maybe it's a game I don't platinum, but it just looks really fucking cool. So was this enjoyable? Like, I'm assuming it probably was, hence if you got the platinum trophy. Didn't realize there was DLC, which is awesome, but something on my list I would like to check out at some point. See what you mean with the L's, yeah. Life is Strange is your goat. We don't talk about the new one. What is the is the new one bad? What happened in the new one? Like, who even is in the new one? And obviously they've just announced a new one for like this year or something. D was pretty decisive even with fans. What's DE? What does DE stand for? Enlighten me, please. Double exposure. Got it. So what is double exposure the newest one? You got confirmation there will be a video from Satire before March. Broski is leaking the Satire upload schedule. Let's fucking go. March. Nice. That's like basically a month away. Things you love to see. So like February time, hopefully. Double exposure you didn't like, and the new one just looks like double exposure too. Right, okay, I got it. What didn't you like about double exposure? Like, what was wrong with it? Midnight Suns is amazing, very, very replayable, best card game. You'd say play it this year, even if you're in your own chill time. That's the plan, Aiden. Like, it's something that I would like to play, and it's on my watch list. And I think I'm in a very good position with how I'm tackling my backlog of games. So I'll I'll hopefully I will get to it this year. It's the start of the year, so hopefully. Yeah, I heard that Rockstar had a fire last week. Hopefully everyone's okay that was involved. Pretty scary stuff to have your workplace fucking burned down, isn't it? We got Marvel, Spider-Man 1, 2, and Remastered. And also Miles Morales Double Stack. Sensational stuff, things you'd love to see. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Lovely. I do think I'm probably going to start playing this through on the channel at some point within the next few months. I know that people have requested it, and it's something that I actually want to play myself, which is the key thing here. I do have a save of Mass Effect 1, but I probably might start fresh and just kind of, I don't know. I'll see if I can reload my save and how I get on with it. But yeah, it's more than likely Mass Effect at some point will be played over the next couple of months. Hopefully, it just depends like what I'm doing with the backlog and things like that. Yeah, really, really cool to see the trilogy done on that one. Really awesome stuff, and it's reassuring that they don't actually take that, I say that long, like 35, 25, 20. Like it's still a decent amount of time, but like 3 out of 10 isn't awful in the world. It's more or less just like completing the game, isn't it? And I'm sure chat could help as well. The story in Double Exposure does not hit nearly as hard as any of the other games, and the story for you was a huge nothing burger. Like it just didn't hit. Right. Yeah. It's a shame that that's how you feel about obviously the most recent ones, but maybe check out the newest one that comes out. Maybe it could redeem itself. Um, yeah, it's one of those things. I think with Life is Strange, they've made so many games, they're bound to have a bit of a doozy, if that makes sense. Like sometimes you just should stop, like leave it on a high. Like I'm assuming the other games like left it in a good place. So yeah, if only your place would. Well, hopefully you are not in the building and nobody else is in the building. Bomb shop. Also, Midnight Suns DLC is just more of the same, but in the best way possible. Right? Okay, I got it. Those times surprise you. You thought Mass Effect games were long, like 100 hours. I think it depends how you do it. I think if you really want to take your time with Mass Effect, you can do, but there's probably an optimal way to do things. Like if you do it on insane mode, obviously it's probably going to take a lot longer doing it on hardest difficulty, but I don't think you have to. We didn't start the fire. Without save scumming, double exposure requires 4 playthroughs. Fucking hell, that's insane. Power Wash Simulator 2. Nice. I'm surprised it takes 40 hours. I thought it would take like more like 100, but GG's on that one. Ratchet and Wank Rift Apart. Nice. That's probably the one that I would play out of the Ratchet and Clank series just because it's like the shortest and easiest. Oh, baby, look at this. Resident Evil 2, we've got a double stack there. Resident Evil 3, another double stack. And Resident Evil Village, which has just been added to PlayStation Extra or Essential, whatever the catalogue thing is. Awesome stuff. I've done 2 and 3 myself and also 5. And my plans at some point is to tackle 4, 7, and Village. I don't know why they don't call that 8. It's very frustrating. But yeah. I've played on the channel like a few years ago now. That's how like a lot of people came in to finding the channel, was when I was doing like Resident Evil 7, 8, and also 4. So I played them through, but I never like went back to do the platinums just because I didn't want to burn out on them. But yeah, fantastic games, and I do hope to tackle them. And we've also got like Resident Evil 6 to do at some point as well. RoboCop Rogue City, awesome. I've recently picked up the newest game in the franchise. I got it for £9 on Amazon. I think there was like a pricing error. It came from somewhere in Europe, and I was pretty surprised that it came all the way from Europe, was still in the wrapping, and it was in English as well. And for £9, I was like, you can't really complain with that, can you? So I'm looking forward to trying the RoboCop 2 game at some point. My only criticism with the RoboCop game was it was slightly too long for the platinum. I'd say like 8 to 10 hours would probably be the sweet spot. And I think the second game is, which is awesome. So I'm looking forward to sinking my teeth into that. Rocket League as well, good stuff. I loved this game back in the day. Like played it with my friends, absolutely awful. Like one of those platinums that I just earned naturally from playing it a lot. We got Sifu as well, awesome. I would like to go back and try this at some point, but I didn't really vibe with it 100%, so I've kind of just like left it, if that makes sense. I think it's like the collectibles that put me off. Sleeping Dogs Definitive Edition, yeah, yeah, that's a serious game. Chat, if you've not played Sleeping Dogs, fucking play it. It's brilliant. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We've got a double stack there and also a double stack of Survivor. Fair play, mate, on getting these. I've played the first one, thought it was great. I've not played the second one. My only criticism of the first one was that you had to get in order to get the platinum, you had to backtrack a lot, and like the map system just was a bit like shit in my opinion. Gameplay and story fantastic, but in terms of like platinum trophy hunting, I just don't think it respected my time, so I never got the platinum. Never say never. Maybe I would clean it up, but at the same time, like I'd rather just play the newest one and experience that, if that makes sense. But fair play on getting the platinums on those, or getting 4 of the platinums, which is awesome. Super Hot Mind Control Delete. I've never heard of that, but fair play. It looks pretty awesome with that artwork there. We've got Tales from the Borderlands as well. Good job. I actually really enjoyed that one. It was pretty fun. The Bradwell Conspiracy. Never heard of that before, but that sounds like that could be a cool game. Maybe like a you pick your own story kind of thing. We've got a Dark Pictures game, The Devil in You. Nice, or Devil in Me, sorry. Good job, 1% rarity. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Awesome. Wait, this has fucking DLC as well. When the fuck did this happen? What? Fair play. Awesome that it does have DLC. That's pretty dope. Any plans for the new Resident Evil coming? I'm not going to play Resident Evil Requiem. It's one of those games where I like Resident Evil, but I don't like Resident Evil enough to spend £60 on it, if that makes sense. So it's one of the things where if I got a creator code for it, then I would play it, but I don't think that Capcom really put their video games onto the sites that I'm on as a creator to like request codes. So yeah, the only way that I would play it is if I got it for free, essentially. If not, I'd just wait for a mega sale for Resident Evil 9, because it's one of those ones where it's like I would like to play it, but I've got a massive backlog of stuff to do. But who knows? Like maybe I'll cave in and buy it. I don't know, but I really don't think I will. Like I'm trying to be quite strict in like saving money, buying less games, and playing what I've got, if that makes sense. So yeah. Survivor's way better than Fallen Order. Yeah, I played a little bit of Survivor on the EA Pass. Played a little bit of it. Thought it was really cool, but then it's like I had my fix of, swinging around the lightsaber. So then I just stopped playing it. I was like, fair enough, I played it. New Resi looks good. Yeah, it does look really good, to be fair. I'm excited for it. Like I think it'll be quite challenging as well. Like it wouldn't surprise me if it was like a 7 or 8 out of 10 difficulty for the platinum. I reckon it'll be quite tough. Sleeping Dogs, you're downloading it. Nice. TV series for Sleeping Dogs. Is it a TV series? I thought it was a movie. Either way, it's a W that they're turning that into some form of media. Already pre-ordered it. Nice. Best Resident Evil is the one on sale for £8 or less. What one's that? Can't wait for the new Resident Evil. Yeah. I also just think as well, there's just going to be so many people playing it. Like, I don't need to play it. Like, you can watch somebody that's way better than me play Resident Evil. Backlog, you've just got the platinum in Bloodborne. Let's fucking go, Dave. Good stuff on Bloodborne. It's got a tough one, isn't it? Might be a movie or TV series. To be honest, might be switching between the two. Yeah, I think it might be a movie, mate. Come and watch you play it. Bet. To be fair though, it's one of those ones where I don't think I'd watch anyone play it. Sorry, Lenny. I'd want to experience it for myself. Just meant in general, they always get cheaper after a year or two. Yeah, so I picked up Resident Evil 2 and then also 3. Like I picked up Resident Evil 2 like probably like a year after release for like maybe £20 or something like that. Like it was a good deal. And then I liked it so much. I think I trade it in to get Resident Evil 3, or I just got Resident Evil 3 as soon as I platinumed Resident Evil 2 because I loved it so much, and that again was like really cheap. But yeah, I agree. Resident Evil games go on sale a lot, so that's probably the best time to pick them up. If you can wait, that is. Gardens Between, also chat. This is a really good platinum trophy, by the way. Really good platinum. I don't like puzzle games, but I think it like fused puzzle elements really well. The Invincible. Never heard of that game before. 10 hours, 2 out of 10, and a 0.9% rarity. Not bad, chat. Not bad. Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2, then Part 2 remastered. Good shit, good shit. Things you'd love to fucking see. Amazing, amazing games. If you know, you know. I think everyone knows by now. We got the Order 1886. Good stuff on there. I remember going through that on stream, I think last year at some point, which was pretty awesome. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, not once but twice. You do like a good old a double stack of a game. I feel like I liked Stanley Parable, but I didn't like it as much because I was going like following a guide going for the platinum. I feel like it kind of lost its charm, but it was still good if that makes sense. We've got the Walking Dead New Frontier, and then also the Walking Dead Telltale Definitive Series. Good job there. I always raise it with the definitive series because I've played all of the Walking Dead games and I've got like the platinum like that and on PS3 and things like that. And I also then did the definitive series because I was like, let me experience this once again. But like you have to play like 5 or 6 games to then get the platinum, and it's like a 50-hour job. And I was like, fuck me, like they should give you platinums like Mass Effect, the trilogy with like the collection. Like it breaks off into its own trophy lists. But yeah, that's like my only thing about that. Like, it's great, but it's so fucking long. Unpacking, again, a nice little cozy game. Until Dawn, good stuff. And then What Remains of Edith Finch, things you love to see there. Very, very strong trophy list, chat. Very strong. We've had a very good first 2 list of Jinx and Captain. First trophy then, 9 years ago, was in Red Dead Redemption. First platinum trophy was Game of Thrones 5 years ago. I already said that. The 10th platinum was 2 years ago. Marvel Spider-Man 2. I can't believe it was 2 years ago now. That's crazy. Probably even longer since Spider-Man 3 came out, actually. 20th Platinum was Mass Effect 2 years ago. 30th Platinum 2 years ago, Assassin's Creed 2. Fastest Platinum, What Remains of Edith Finch. That checks out. 40th Platinum was The Walking Dead New Frontier. 50th Platinum, Resident Evil 3. Awesome. 75th Platinum, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. And then the latest Platinum was Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. We've got 2 ultra rare trophies there. We've got Black Ops Cold War, Hitman 2, Dragon Age Inquisition, Injustice, and Call of Duty World War 2 in the ultra rare unique trophies. And then Single Geometry in Overwatch 2 is in the trophy cabinet. Is this for like doing a weird trick shot thing? Killing 3 blows, a single use of storm arrows. Yeah, I think that's like really difficult to do. So congrats on getting that one. I don't blame you putting that in the old trophy list there. So yeah, coming up to Platinum 100. So what's tell the live chat what's up for Platinum 100. Of course, if you want to take a look at the stats here, chat, mainly PS4 and 5, got a couple of PS3 games there. Not too many ultra rare, very rare. It's just majority common and uncommon of the trophies. And like a lot of people, we do see this trend within like the last 2 to 3 years. People have just, you know, ramped up their platinum numbers, which is awesome to see. And really awesome that Captain has just had, again, quality over quantity, which is awesome. So chat, get a round of applause, get some W's, get the Drake Love Heart emojis for Captain. Yeah, really good stuff. Thank you for letting me review your list, buddy. Invincible is really good, based off the Polish novel, you believe? Okay, awesome. How does it play? Is it like a story-based game? Don't worry, you'll bring it down. You got some grubby platinums, lovely. You'll bring the list full circle with the 100th platinum. Since your first trophy ever was Red Dead, your 100th is going to be Red Dead 1. Okay, awesome. Good stuff, Captain. Did your first trophy, is that going to be, I'm assuming it was a PlayStation 3 version. Are you going to do the PS3 version, or are you going to do the remake one that just got added onto PlayStation? Chat as well, if you are joining, hello, how are you doing? I review platinum trophy lists. If you do want to get your list reviewed, you can join the Discord. It's in the description and it's also in the live chat. And if you're watching and you like what you're seeing, maybe add a little thumbs up. Doesn't hurt, does it? It doesn't hurt anybody. Invincible's a story game. Okay, nice. Not seeing my favorite game of Peppa Pig. I don't know. Maybe we'll see some Peppa Pig with this one. Probably just do the remake since you don't have a PS3 just yet. Right, I got you. I think as well the remake version is a lot easier because on the PS3 version for Red Dead you've got to do some online stuff, which is quite grindy, I believe. Anyway, we got Mr. T-Tam up next, or we can call them Matt. Level 566, 244 platinums, a 72% completion rate. Lovely stuff. Let's get straight into this puppy. Percentage letter, the last answer, or percentage lesser than the last answer. Double, I think they're separate games, maybe. I don't know what that is. We've got 36 Fragments of Midnight. Again, I've got this one myself. It's a can be kind of difficult, to be fair. I know I struggled with it, but the percentage of it is pretty high. 428 Shibuya Scramble. This took 30 hours to do. I like the yellow on that. That's pretty cool. 10%. I'm not also biased because of the Shibuya incident either. I just like the name and stuff. But we've got 7 Scarlet as well. 72% on the Vita. Is that like a puzzle game or something? I don't know. A Castle Full of Cats. Fucking W. Adding that to my wish list. I love it. That looks like just a nice little cozy game, not gonna lie. Point and click puzzle adventure, straight in my basket. A Hat in Time. This is meant to be quite a fun game, actually. Never tried it myself, but it does look really cool. 7.6% rarity there. Plague Tale Innocence, again, nice game. I believe Requiem, I think, is the sequel that I've not played, but I would like to at some point, which would be pretty cool. We've got A Short Hike as well. Again, this is a game I'm kind of saving for if I ever did a challenge, like a 24-hour challenge, because I think you can get this platinum in like 2 to 3 hours. It's like very quick, but it looks like a very cool game, A Short Hike. A Summer with the Shiba Inu. That's an 87% rarity there. Ear, Memories of Old. 29%. I feel like I've seen people with that before, but I'm not 100% sure what it is. We've got AI, the Summon files, and then AI. Is that just like another stack of it, or like a copy and paste? Like, what is that AI game? Is it just like another version or something? Like, or is it actually like a full-on like JRPG or something? Because it's like 30 hours, so seems interesting. I'm intrigued by the eye. Alice Madness Returns, nice, 3.7% there. Oh, it's a sequel, right? Okay. Yeah, I guess the Dash Nirvana initiative would do it, like, but it's just, yeah, I don't know, being called AI and then the files. It's like, oh, is that like the same thing? Nice. Among Us Platinum as well. Good job, 0.4%. Again, 10 hours of your time, probably going to be pretty long and grindy. If you play with friends, it'll probably be a bit more fun. But for 10 hours for a 0.4% rarity, can't really go wrong, can you? AI are banger games, are they? Games are like an escape room kind of thing, lots of fun. Okay, interesting. Sounds pretty cool. We got Angels of Death up next, which is that looks kind of cool. Kind of gives me Death Note vibes for some reason. I don't know why. Probably has nothing even close to it, but it looks pretty cool going off the artwork. We've got Assassin's Creed Brotherhood on the old PS3, 0.4% there. Very, very good job. Things you'd love to see. Obviously, had some online trophies, so it would be unobtainable now, I believe, unless somehow they get the servers working. There is the rare case when Ubisoft servers magically appear online, but it's kind of a mad rush. 6 out of 10 though, 55 hours, a pretty difficult one. I would say like Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood are objectively some of the best Assassin's Creed games that you could play. Sensational that you got the platinum in them both. Astrobot and Astro Playroom as well, very good stuff. Arkham Knight, GG's on that one. I would like to get a Batman Platinum at some point. I think I'll probably just do Arkham Asylum just because it's the easiest, I think. Batman Telltale, Series 1, no Series 2. I'd recommend doing that if you enjoy Telltale games. Beyond Two Souls, talk to me about this one. I'm actually playing this through at the moment with my girlfriend, and I'm playing as Aiden, or Aiden, as she calls it, but just Aiden. I'm playing through as the ghost person. And it's just a really cool concept that you can just play at couch co-op. Like it's really fucking cool. And I think it's the same people that made Heavy Rain. It literally feels like a Heavy Rain game, but obviously a different story. I don't know how far into it we are. We just got donked over the head with a baseball bat and woke up in hospital. We're like around that kind of area. So I don't know what point of the game that is. But yeah, it's a 0.7% ultra rare, which shocked me. I thought it'd be a lot higher because like 3 out of 10 in 20 hours, you're like, surely more people have that. But yeah, it's just the game that we're playing through and enjoying it. And then I'm sure I'll just clean up the platinum trophy myself. I don't think it's too difficult to do. Do the Arkham Knight DLC. Beyond Two Souls is not one playthrough. You need to get like 8 different endings for that one. It is, but I believe you can save scum. I believe. There's some kind of method where it only needs one playthrough, right? Because you can do, I believe it recommends that you do a specific thing, like you save everybody, and then you go to a certain chapter and you play from that chapter onwards. So then you don't have to do a full replay. You just have to do, like, I don't know, like the last two missions or something like that. I've not really looked into it too much. I'm just enjoying the experience and worry about the platinum later. Quite liked it. Played it solo, but good. Same as Heavy Rain and Detroit Become Human, folks. Yeah. I loved Heavy Rain and I loved Detroit Become Human. So yeah, definitely I'm enjoying it and I will continue to enjoy my time. You think you did it into one blind run, then following a guide for the route, right? Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I might have to replay it, and follow a guide potentially, but I'll worry about that in the future. Welcome in, Opus. Do you prefer PSN rarity over PlayStation profiles? Yeah, I prefer PlayStation rarity. We all have PlayStation accounts. When we look on our PlayStation console, those are the percentages on there. That's what I like to see. It is the truth of the source. It represents everybody because not everybody has a PlayStation profiles account. And like there are trophy hunters on PlayStation that don't have PSNP. I just like it, to be honest with you. And it makes games look a lot better than they are. Like, I don't know, let's take Beyond Two Souls. That's a 0.7. And that, like, so for instance, like there's so many games like this, like probably like Wolfenstein doing Mine Laban, like a 0.7 ultra rare is like a pretty cool achievement to like flex. And then you get onto PSNP, then it goes from an ultra rare to a very rare 6%. And like that's not the best example because like some games can be quite skewed, for instance, by this. What's Cat Quest? Like Cat Quest is a 69% uncommon, right? Or it's a 24% rarity. And to me, you see 69%, you see 70%, and you kind of go, oh, that might be shovelware. That's going to be a grubby platinum that took you 2 minutes. And I think it just sends the wrong message and is quite off-putting to people. So I like seeing it for how it is on a console, if that makes sense. Because, yeah, just sometimes it can take away from the game, I would say. There's a third AI game coming out, is there? Damn. Hey, welcome in, Whooper. How's it going, buddy? Cat Quest Trilogy, it's perfect. Yeah, it is. We got a Bird Game, not heard of that one before. Broken Age, 2%, nice. Burly Minutesy. I don't know if this one is good or not. It's a fairly straightforward platinum though. 12 playthroughs is a bit nuts. The Cat Quest Trilogy there, awesome. These are games that I would like to play at some point for sure. They do look really, really cool. But it's just, finding the time to play them. But yeah, really cool stuff. Celeste as well, awesome. See, Celeste strikes me as another one that would have a very high... Yeah, look, Celeste, 23% uncommon. To my understanding, I do know that you can cheese the game to make it easier. Not to say that, obviously, that's been done here. But, like, it's a very rare, so it is technically a difficult game. But then you've got all of the people on PSNP that are trophy hunters that have contributed to bumping that up to an uncommon. Like, it's just nuts. Like, 23% is an uncommon platinum trophy. I just don't understand the appeal of it personally, looking at PSNP rarities. Anywho, Chicory, A Colourful Tale. That game looks really fun, actually. We've got Claire. I'm assuming that might be a horror game there. Seems pretty cool. Welcome in, Shay. Can I do your list? If you join the Discord, mate, you can post it in there. If you don't have Discord, then I'll try to get one of the moderators to just capture your name. I won't review it tonight. It gets added to a waiting list, and the waiting list is like over a year, but we can add it to the list for sure. Just let me know if you're in the Discord or not. Winter Wish has been added out to the member stuff. Awesome. PSMP ultra rare hunting has broke queue. Yeah, I bet, because there's very like few games that probably are ultra rares. And the problem is as well is like when people see that they're ultra rares, they probably start going for them themselves, and then it starts making an ultra rare that you grinded for become unultra rare. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we've got Clockwork Tales here of Glass and Ink. I think, is this a point and click puzzle game or something? We've got Code Realize. And then we've also got Guardian of Rebirth there. Unsure why one is like almost 80% and then the other's like almost 40. Like they literally take the same amount of time, but they're both Vita games, which is cool. Coffee Talk, nice. I do want to play this at some point myself as well. You choose a few of the sides on Celeste, but you tried them all for a couple of hours. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if the game has the glitch in it, then why not take advantage of it? Same ultra rares, all you can play now, really. The true trophy hunters. We've got Conan Exiles. Apparently, it's got two unobtainables. That might be for DLC though. I do know that this game had like an exploit with a dev menu or something, but that's since been rectified, so it's gone back to being a very difficult platinum. So GG's. Concrete Genie, nice. Control. I should probably clean this one up at some point, but nice that you've got that platinum. Crash Bandicoot 1, 2, and Warped, which I believe is free. I don't know why they didn't call it free. Look at them rarities, right? Crash 1, 0.8%. See, like this is the thing that this is why I stand by my point of looking at PlayStation rarities, not PSMP. A very difficult game, you could argue, being a 7 or 8 out of 10. An ultra rare platinum is just a very rare. It kind of makes you look at it to be like, oh, well, that game's fucking easy, isn't it? If it's a very rare, do you know what I mean? Like, I dread to think what Super Meat Boy and Wolfenstein are, because they're probably going to be just as worse, to be honest with you. Um, it's in the game to use it right. Yeah, I was gonna say if games have like glitches inside of them, maybe like obviously if you can do it legit, fair enough. And I'd always say be transparent. So yeah, I'd choose that. But it was a glitch in the game, you know. Your goal is to get one sub at 1% per year. That's a really good goal to be fair. Tough one, but good one. Yours is to get back to sub 20% average rarity. Damn, Crow. Crow is a very serious trophy hunter, so I reckon that will definitely happen. To be fair. But GG's on the Crash Bandicoot games. They're very, very good stuff. I believe Crash 4 is just even insanely more difficult, isn't it? Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion. I really, 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 really want to platinum this. I just can't do the Minerva fight. I'm such a noob. But I would like to try it again at some point and just grind it out, but I'm just so bad at it. And like I look at all of the tips online and I'm like, they're still not working with doing like the Phoenix Down thing. We got the crossover word search game, Cyber Dimension Neptuna. Good job. Oh, we got some Danganronpa here. I know Bomb Shop will be proud of this one. 2%. I know meant to be quite good. 80 hours as well, so quite the grind. Welcome in Kool-Aid Man. A lot of missables with Crisis Core, but it's not bad. Yeah, so I've missed all of the missables for Crisis Core, so I would need to replay it again. But I love it. I think it's a great game, so I don't mind it. It's just kind of the daunting factor of having to do the Minerva fight. Like, if I could do the Minerva fight, then I'd go back and do the miscellaneous stuff. But I don't want to do the miscellaneous stuff and still not be able to beat the final boss. Good one as well, but you don't want to be blocked from playing an easier game now and then. Yeah, true. I was going to say, just play what you want. Life's too short to worry about percentages. They're tough. You couldn't beat the DLCs in Crash 1 and 3, so you're worried you'd hit a wall on Crash 4. I didn't realise Crash 1 to 3 had DLCs. That's fucking crazy. I reckon, though, if practice, you would get it for sure. Day of the Tentacle, good job there, 9%. I thought that rarity would be a lot higher, to be fair. Dead Island 2, good job there. I personally didn't like the platinum and didn't like the ending of the game. I thought the ending was shit. As a zombie killing game, though, it is pretty fun. Death End Request, 40-hour job there, 5%, awesome. Deponia, nice. That's quite a cool one to have. I know it pops up every so often, but it's always cool to see. Detroit Become Human, again, love it. Diablo 3, let's fucking go, dude. 5 out of 10, 5 playthroughs, 70 hours, 1.3% on the PS3 as well. Goodness me, I can only think about the loading times required for that one. We've got Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and then Cyber Sleuth Hacker Memory. I'm assuming that's the follow-up to it. 95 hours as well is insane. Digimon Survive and also Digimon World Next Order, 100 hours there. The Digimon games, right? Sensational, like ultra rare platinum trophies, which is awesome, and big respect because a lot of hours goes into them, so you really do need to perfect your craft, which is awesome. It's just one thing, Digimon, that I never got into, unfortunately, but it is really cool. We've got the Disney classic games, Aladdin and Lion King. Again, this isn't ultra rare. It can take a long time to do, but is it platinum pace? I think they did it in like under an hour or something. So like you can do the game quite quickly as well, but it can be as difficult as you want it to be, sort of thing. You'll be double proud when you get to My Friend's Peppa Pig. Nice. Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, I got a double stack there. People bang on about this game being really good, and I just feel like the warnings that you get at the start of the game, and it's like I kind of understand why you do have to have these sensitive topic warnings at the start of a game like that, but it kind of ruins it. You know what I mean? Like I get it could be triggering, but by knowing what happens with like the scene, the themes of like suicide and things like that, it's like, oh, like I know that something devastating is going to happen in this game, and it's not going to be quite what I think it's going to be. And I feel like everyone talks about DDLC now, so it's kind of as well like it's lost its charm. Like I feel like I don't know if it was always the way where they didn't have like the trigger warnings at the start, but like I reckon if you played that game just completely blind, you didn't see that screen, mind would be blown. Like I can see like the potential there, but I played it and platinumed it, and it just didn't really land for me because I kind of was expecting something, you know. You tried them normally, but ended up using an exploit in the end. Oh, what for the Disney classic games? Yeah, they're like really really difficult, aren't they? Dare I say like a 9 or 10 out of 10 if you're trying to do the Disney classic games legit. Like I feel like they're quite tough, no. Anyway, Donut County, sensational game. Oh my words, Dream Daddy. What the fuck is this? 3 out of 10, 2.5 hours, and a 3% rarity. The fuck? This is getting added straight to my basket. A visual novel romance. I am so fucking in. Let's go. Is this game still obtainable? Somebody got it 6 days ago. Yes. Oh, yes. Can you get a physical edition? A dad dating simulator. I am so here for this. I'm so fucking here. What are platinums have? What's the platinum called actually? All the dads. Kind of a mid name for a platinum. I was hoping for like a dreamy creamy daddy for like the platinum pop or something. Oh well. 2.5 hours though. Ultra rare. I'm in. I'm in for it. Daddy purchase. That one's going in the trophy cabinet. Facts. Big facts. Dredge. Nice. This game is really fucking cool. I watched somebody do a video talking about this game and just explaining everything about it, and I was like, you know what? That's actually pretty awesome. If you've not checked it out, maybe just play it blind. I don't know about the platinum experience, but as a game, it seems pretty fucking cool. Edna and Harvey. Harvey's New Eyes. I'm just going to explore that one offline because that sounds... Okay, it looks very... What the fuck is up with the neck there? He's got a carrot for a nose. That just seems like a very interesting game. I don't know if I'd play it, but horror comedy sounds pretty cool. I think I'd definitely watch just some content on it because that seems very interesting. Elden Ring, nice. Energy Cycle, quick platinum there. Erica, is this... I feel like I've seen stuff on this game. Was this the game that like needed trigger warnings at the start because like you're gouging someone's eyeballs out or something? Is this the game, or is this a different horror game? Ultra rare platinum, nice. Eternites as well, 4%. That seems like a pretty... I just like the colors on that. It seems like a cool game. Eventide 1 and 2, I'm going to assume. No idea what they are. Maybe puzzle adventure games. Everyone's Gone to the Rapture. Awesome. My question is, did you get any glitches? Because whenever I see people play Everyone's Gone to the Rapture, they either love it or hate it. And if they hate it, it's probably because like something's glitched along the way. But it seems like a fairly chilled out game, to be fair. Now we've got Fee up next, 4%. No idea what that is, but that looks kind of ominous in a way. Dream Daddy was published by a small YouTuber you may have heard of, Game Grumps. I don't think I have heard of Game Grumps. I'll have to check them out after the stream. I need to be reminded. But that's pretty cool that a small YouTuber made it. I'd love to show my support. I'm assuming it's still on the PlayStation Store. Like supporting a YouTuber is always good stuff. So I'll have to check in with that. Chat, we've got some absolute peak right here. Don't forget, all right, to drop a like on the stream if you enjoy Platinum Trophy content. Join the Discord if you want to stay connected and have, submit your list for me to review it. Final Fantasy, this is fucking magical. Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Is that 6 or 9? Wait, no, that's 9, isn't it? So we've got 4. We've not got Final Fantasy 5, strangely enough. Maybe it's being worked on. Understandable if you don't want to do it, because I think 4 is pretty RNG like, and I think 5 is even worse. But that's Final Fantasy 9, right? That's the jump rope one. My question is, did you do it legit? Final Fantasy Type 0 HD. I played this one, and I'm at 50% of the trophies, so I need to actually rebuy it, because I'd like to go back and clean this one up. I don't think it's too difficult to do either. Final Fantasy 7 OG, Final Fantasy Remake, and then an auto pop of the PS5 remake. I believe this has just come over to Nintendo Switch and Xbox, Final Fantasy 7, which is fucking awesome. And then they've also patched in for PlayStation. Like, you basically, the game should be a lot easier now, because you get like 999 damage and things like that. So I'm assuming you can play the hard mode and it would be unaffected for the trophies. So I don't know if it's just the integrate version or if it works on the PS4. It's not dropped yet. It should come out like today or tomorrow. But yeah, I'm kind of like itching to get one of these platinums, and I will be honest, I'm gonna take the easier approach if that is the case. 5's in progress. Nice. Yeah, I've done 1, 2, 3, and I'm working on 4, but I've just kind of left it for quite some time now. 7 was my most recent platinum, my platinum 250, and that's actually going to be in my new video that I'm working on at the minute, sort of like doing the backlog content. So keep your eyes peeled. Probably like the next week or two, that video will drop for you. Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2, awesome. Final Fantasy the Zodiac Age, nice. Final Fantasy 13 and 13-2. No Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns, didn't fancy that one. Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn, fucking hell, I think you might be the only person I've seen with that platinum, what the fuck. Final Fantasy 15, awesome, and 16. Quite the seasoned veteran when it comes to Final Fantasy games, and arguably some of the most difficult Final Fantasies in this list as well, which is really cool. That's under L. Oh, okay, Lightning Returns. Right, I got it. So you do have it. Okay, so you do have the trilogy. Nice. Yeah. Oh, what have you got any tips for Final Fantasy 10 and also 13? Because I think these are probably the ones that I would like to do, but I'm just not very good at 10. Like, I'm stuck on the Seymour fight when the blue guy in like the winter mountain snow place. I'm stuck there. He was just kicking my butt, so I like rage quit. I never went back to it. And according to Reddit, that's quite a common time where people actually quit out the game. Final Fantasy 9 is insane platinum to have. It is an insane platinum to have. I will say though, if a script is being used, it then instantly becomes less impressive. I will say that. I know that Merlinated on Twitch and played to completion on YouTube. He is extremely good at the jump rope on Final Fantasy. So much that he's done it like 3 times in a row. He's got like a video of him getting the hardest achievement in Final Fantasy, like just for fun. So definitely check him out if you've not already subbed to him. But he's awesome and yeah, very skilled at the jump rope. I'm too young for the channel. Erica was boring after there's 3 playthroughs. Damn. You tried for a good few hours, got 100 jumps legit, but couldn't get one case of the remote play thing. What is the remote play thing? Is that where you download a script, or is it like how does that work? Overcome the hard bits by grinding. Right, okay, gotcha. You did the game without the max 99 damage and sped up some stuff though, so the speed run was tough. Oh, what did you speed run the? Which one did you speedrun? Final Fantasy 7 OG? But yeah, very, very good bunch of Final Fantasies. Like, probably, I feel like I've reviewed an account before that's had a good portion of them, but I think this might actually be the most I've seen. Obviously, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is missing, but that is just extremely difficult to do, so I don't blame you not for getting it. And you also probably don't want to like ruin the game, if that makes sense. But sensational. Chat, what what are your favorite Final Fantasy games and platinums? And also, Mr. T-Tam, what is your favorite objectively Final Fantasy game and then platinum that you've got? I'm gonna guess it might be 14. Okay, 9 has a trophy for doing a speedrun. Right, okay, got you. Got you. How have the lists been? Hayden, they have been fucking insane. They've just been so good, all of them, like back-to-back peak. Been a good stream so far. Haven't played Rebirth at all. Finished Remake just this month. Oh, okay, so you've got Peak to enjoy. Lovely stuff. Lovely, lovely stuff. You should enjoy Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, mate. Final Fantasy Tactics is your favorite. I'd like to try Tactics. I'd like to try Dissidia as well. That seems interesting. Never played a Final Fantasy game. That's okay, mate. You've got Peak to experience. Don't you worry about that. First Class Trouble up next. 15 hours, 4 out of 10, 0.3% rarity. That's pretty insane, to be fair. Friday the 13th. Awesome. 200-hour platinum there. 0.1%. Lovely. 10's your favorite, but 14 is way up there. Saving platinum for 250 for the PS5 version. Oh, okay, awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you're quite into Final Fantasy 14, aren't you? Game of Thrones, nice. The Telltale one. Genshin Impact. Damn, this is a 7 out of 10. What the fuck? I thought this was like a 1 out of 10 or 2. I thought Genshin Impact was just like a 200 out. Like, I knew it was a grind, but I thought it was easier. Have they added DLC? I mean, they have. Has like the DLC, is that the reason why it's got more difficult, or has it always been difficult? Let me know. God of War and then God of War 3, good stuff. Golf with Your Friends. I believe this is quite tough, isn't it? 0.4% as well, goes to show. Goosebumps the game. I've only heard bad things about that one, but it's under 10%, which is nice. We've got Gravity Rush Remastered. Awesome. Gris. Again, this is one that I would like to try out at some point. Haven. This looks like that could be a really nice game. I think I have seen that pop up before, though. I really like the color style on that. 3% rarity there. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. I actually need, this is a great reminder. I've started this and I've really enjoyed my time with it, but I just need to get back into it. But it's been really good so far. And yeah, really good game. I like it. We've got Hitman 3. We spoke about these ones earlier. I'm not very good at them, but GG's there. Hitman Go. Again, I brought this game, but you can't play it on PS5, so I need to dust off the PS4, and it's just like I really can't be bothered just to do that for a platinum. But nice job there. Gonna head to bed tonight. I'll see you later, CJ. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Appreciate you. Stranger of Paradise is your favorite. Nice. I've not actually played Stranger of Paradise. It does look pretty cool though. Guides don't go off DLC for PSNP plus you fought only base. Right, okay. There's a lot of DLC in Genshin, but it's not hard. The base game has one tough trophy that's clearing a series of hard fights in a time limit. Right, okay. Gotcha. Gris is an awesome story game. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like good things about it. So it's just when I get around to trying it out myself, really, which probably will be sometime. Honkai Star Rail there, 100 hours for that one. Is that just flying a train in space for 100 hours? Talk to me, that's insane. Human Fall Flat, nice, 0.8% there. Idle Champions, The Forgotten Realms, 50 playthroughs, what the fuck? Is that like a card? It's got to be like a card game or something like that, right? 50 playthroughs in 200 hours is insane, fair play. Infamous 2, Infamous First Light and Second Son, got all of the Infamous games, things you love to see. A top tip for anybody wanting to do Infamous 2, if you go to like the online portal, you can search in like collectibles, and instead of grinding out all of the collectibles manually, you can like watch one of the videos in game that somebody's made of like a map. I don't know the correct name from it. It's like UGC Creations or something. And you can watch somebody get all of the collectibles, and it actually counts for the trophy. So it takes about 8 minutes to go through the entire map, and it basically saves you having to to get the platinum. So top tip for that one, if anyone's interested in Infamous 2. But this was done in 2013, so I don't know if that was around then. Infinity Nikki, okay, 0.4%. Not a Scooby, well that might be. It looks like AI as well, that artwork. Jack and Jill, 16-minute platinum there. We've got Jack and Dexter, the precursor Legacy, Jack 2, and then also Jack 3. Nice stuff there. I've never really got into these games, but they're quite like classics, aren't they, from the PS2, I believe. Honkai, it's the Genshin Impact developers, other big game. It's turn-based, but also gacha. Really? How can you get a turn-based gacha game? Welcome in, Klecker. Bro's a gacha enjoyer. Chat, explain to me again what gacha is. Is that just when like you're constantly trying to get good loot in it and waiting for drops? Is that what gacha means? I've not. I think I might have played Genshin Impact for like 10 minutes and then turned it off. I don't play them at all. I feel like they're probably quite addicting, aren't they? We've got Kentucky Route Zero there, 6%. What is this? This is just very ominous. I'm interested. Okay, that's an interesting art style. Might have to check that out. A point and click adventure indie game, thriller mystery. Okay, cool. I'll check that one out. That looks interesting. Oh my word, this is beautiful. Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3. Let's fucking go. Again, you don't see this all too often. People having Kingdom Hearts Platinums. Like fucking sensational stuff there. Um, yeah, I also, right, just to highlight, I didn't realize that the Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were like 6 out of 10s and also like 100 out, like how long they took to get the platinum. So it's like an even bigger like respects. Do you know what I mean for it? Kingdom Hearts 3, I mean, still quite the time sink and also difficulty as well. So yeah, good job on those. Kota Dama as well. Not heard of that one. Looks like, I'm assuming maybe another point and click game. Lake, this is like basically a bite-sized version of Death Stranding. You're just delivering packages minus all of the fun exoskeleton gear. It's more like Amazon deliveries in real life. Lara Croft Go, nice. I've done this one. I've platinumed it. There's a video on the channel, the best Lara Croft platinum. Wink. We've got Lego Brick Tales. This one frustrates people, doesn't it? Is there an annoying trophy in this one? You see gacha games that you basically have to pay to win. Most likely could be wrong. I honestly don't know. It's like where the characters are out of loot boxes. It's essentially pay to win, but you're free to play only. Okay, right. So yeah, it takes you even longer then. Gacha is basically a lottery genre, pulling gear and characters similar to how people do with trading cards. Okay, right. So yeah, definitely a market there then. Damn, that's interesting. Also, chat, if you are joining, welcome in. Hello. Every week I review platinum trophy lists. If you do want to get your list added to the waiting list, join the Discord. It's the pinned comment and it's also in the description. And if you're liking what you're seeing, maybe subscribe if you are new around here. And dropping a like is also optional. But if you don't, right, you're going to get some very bad RNG. You're going to get cursed with bad RNG with your next trophy. So definitely drop a like. We've got Lego DC Supervillains. Oh, my, right. Let's digest this. Lego Harry Potter 1 to 4, 5 to 7. Jurassic World, Superheroes 1 and 2. Avengers, Pirates of the Caribbean. Is it Caribbean or Caribbean? I say Caribbean, but I see a lot of people saying Caribbean as well. I don't know what it is, but I think it's definitely Caribbean. We've got Hobbit and also Lord of the Rings. Awesome stuff there. Got some PS3 ones, PS4 ones. Rarity wise, what's the rarest? We've got Marvel Superheroes 2 here is looking like the rarest one, followed by Marvel's Avengers. I think I've got Marvel Superheroes or I've got one of these. I was told to buy it on sale. It was like a double pack for like £3 and I've never played it. But yeah, I would like to get more Lego games. My only platinum trophy in Lego is the Lord of the Ring ones that I did for the platinum in every year video. If you've not checked that one out, it's on the channel. But yeah, that's probably like a good place to start because it's 20 hours, so it's kind of short. I would like to do the Pirates of the Caribbean one though. That one could be fun actually. But yeah, it was playing on PS3. It's always scary because you don't know if like it's gonna like corrupt the save or something like that, or a trophy's gonna glitch. You're already cursed. Oh no. Hey, welcome in, Agent. How's it going, buddy? You did Lego 2K Drive, was an absolute pain. Yeah, that's the one where you have to literally. Is it like 5K you have to drive? Or like it's just an insane trophy, and like you just sat there, bloody putting your controller on a rubber band, aren't you? You'll probably jump into the Lego Horizon since it was a PS Plus freebie. Yeah, you can get the Lego Horizon in like 6 hours as well. It's crazy if you know what to do. We've got Life is Strange 1, 2, Remastered, Before the Storm, and True Colors. Again, another Life is Strange enjoyer, I'm assuming, so fair play. There we go. That is the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy, by the way. It just is Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13. I am hoping at some point, because I'm trying to ease into playing more games in my downtime to allow me to get through my backlog, and I would like to get through Final Fantasy 13, but I don't think I would go for the platinum trophies on them just because they are so long to do. But I think I'm just going to see like if I'm enjoying them and vibing with them and stuff. But it's a trilogy that I am excited to try out because a lot of people are calling for them to be like remastered onto current gen consoles because it's kind of the one that got left behind. And it was like hated when it came out, Final Fantasy 13, but I feel like people have kind of loved it. Like there is an admiration for it. You just did the platinum Vanquish, trying to clear some PS3 backlog games. It was painful. What made Vanquish difficult or a pain? No Adventure on the Prairie there. We've got Maneater under 10%, GTA for sharks, as we like to say. Maquette, fucking hell, this game is shit. I absolutely hated this fucker. In what universe do you need to do speed runs in a puzzle game? It just doesn't compute, and the game is just so janky. For me, at least, it was like janky and clanky and clunky and wanky. If I'm going with the ending in Y here, but it just really wasn't for me. Luckily, you can go onto YouTube and there's like cheese methods to clip out of the maps. You can do the speed runs pretty easily, but it did take a bit of skill to do. That's how I did it because I was like, fuck, like this is impossible. I don't like puzzle games, but it was for a video where I got a platinum in every genre, so I had to do a puzzle, and that seemed like the easiest one, but fucking hell, it was rough. We got the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game as well. Quite surprising. I actually enjoyed that more than I thought, and it's also delisted if you want a little delisted platinum trophy there. Vanquish is a 9 out of 10 because of the tactical challenges, or it's a 7 out of 10 now. I'm assuming it's difficult regardless. Spider-Man 1, 2, and Miles Morales. Again, very well done. Medieval Remake, nice. Midnight Deluxe, 56 minutes. Very quick platinum there. Mika and the Witch's Mountain, nice. Again, is that AI? It just kind of looks like an AI-generated piece of artwork there. AI. We've got Minecraft, good stuff, and the DLC. Let's fucking go. Moving Out 2. That does look like a fun little cozy game, not going to lie. 0.7% rarity as well, which is awesome. Murder Soul Suspect. I see this game come up a lot, and I would like to try it out at some point myself. It does seem pretty cool. 7 hours for a platinum. It is meant to be a decent game, but it's one of those ones where I feel like it didn't launch and it didn't really land at launch, but I feel like it could be good. My Big Sister, there we go, 56% of there. My Name is Mayo, 1, 2, 1, done twice, 2, 3, and then Remayo, good stuff, goated games. Nero, Nothing Ever Remains Obscure. I'm a big fan of that color palette there. That looks really beautiful. We've got Nexomon. I'm assuming that's a Digimon, maybe. Rip off. I could be wrong. Enlighten me, please. We got Nino no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. Nice. Near Automata. Is this the one where you can buy trophies with the in-game credits? I would like to try a Near game because they just seem like kind of like a Kojima game. Like they're just very like different, and it's like people that play them love them, but it's like very difficult to try and get into them from somebody that's never played them. So I would like to try it out and see if it is like if I'd enjoy it. Who's the developer? Square Enix, really? Platinum Games published by Square Enix. I never knew that. I thought it was more of like a solo, not solo, but like an independent, more independent studio. I never knew that. We've got a word search game there. Ords, Play Ignore. No idea what that is. Probably like a visual novel. We got Overwatch 2. Hot damn. Nice job there. I believe that's just Overwatch 1 and then also 2 merged into the same trophy list at this point. It's really confusing what they did to the game. But 0.1% rarity. Fair play. Absolutely fair play. Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royale. GG's. And then Persona 5 Dancing in the Starlight. Good stuff there. I would like to try a Persona game, but they take quite a commitment, don't they, to do. Very Pokemon, Digimon, monster catching game, right? Got it, yeah. That's the one, but you didn't do the trophy store. Did the 26 endings for fun. Okay, cool. I like that you can obviously do them all if you want, but then it's also you can just buy the endings if you wanted to. You know, like seeing 26 endings is crazy, but I don't know. They're probably all like really cool. You 100%ed Overwatch 1 and haven't played it since it became 2. It's weird. Yeah, I just don't really... It's just a weird one, isn't it? We've got Pickup Picks Classic, whatever that might be, and Planet Rix there, or should we say Planet Riz? Prototype 2, damn. I thought this would be a little bit more difficult, to be honest with you. It's a 5%, which is really cool, and on this is the PS3 version, which is nice. I know that Prototype 1 is like a 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. Like, it's really difficult because you have to play the game on the hardest difficulty. And back on PS3 games, the hard difficulties were quite difficult. I think there's like a tank section in Prototype 1 that's like notoriously difficult, and then like one of the bosses as well. But yeah, I goofed about on Prototype. That was the first game I played on my PS3 account. But no way I've got the skill to get the platinum. But I definitely welcome a new Prototype game in like 2026. That'd be really cool. Prototype 1 is way harder, you're sure. Has the classic kill X amount of monsters. Or yeah, oh my god, those grind trophies are fucking awful as well, aren't they? We've got Ratchet and Wank, Ratchet and Wanker, Crank in Time. or should I say wanking time, and then Ratchet and Wank rift apart. Good stuff there. PS3 Ratchet and Clank game, things you love to see. Red Bow, this looks interesting. That looks like the Momo, like weird, scary thing. No idea what that is. 65% there. We've got Rhyme as well. Good job, 4%. Risk of Rain 2. Very good job. Rocket League. Got the DLC for that as well. Let's fucking go. Sea of Solitude. I feel like I've seen people talk about this one as well. I feel like people really like this. Sea of Stars. Awesome. Seasons After the Fall. Feel like I've seen that pop up a couple of times. I think. It looks pretty cool. Shady Part of Me. That sounds interesting. Chat, is anybody shady in the live chat? Shantae and the Seven Sirens. I have a feeling this game is a banger. I don't know why. I don't know anything about it, but I just have a feeling like it's just going to be like mermaids or some shit and just something really cool. We've got Sly Cooper and Sly 2 as well. Good job there. We've got Sliding On into the DMs. Took 2 minutes to do. Sonic Forces and Sonic Generations. GG's. Look at that. 0.2% and 0.9%. Let's go. Spirit of the North as well. I like how they've retrospectively just added in the artwork for this game of the platinum, like, and the trophies in the background. That's very cool, and I don't think any other game has done that, which is interesting. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom, lovely stuff. I don't know what I was in a CEX and like we were just looking at the SpongeBob games and we're like, oh, which one did you play on PS2? And I feel like I can't remember the one that I played, but I don't think it's been remade yet. I think they might be remaking it. But yeah, anyway, Spyro 1, 2, and 3 again, another childhood classic for me at least. Square Boy versus Bullies. That sounds pretty fun. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Very good job. I respect you going for that one. Steins Gate as well. Nice. Steins Gate 0 and Steins Gate My Darling Embrace. No idea what these are, but to be honest with you. But 1.2% difficulty. That sounds... Where does the 0.2 come up? You recently started Expedition 33, but you're finding the combat quite boring and hard to get into. You're a big combat guy with games such as Sekiro and Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, Expedition 33 is a good game. I think the way that the combat system works is very fun and it is quite rewarding. But after you've played it for a good amount of time, the combat just becomes very boring and samey. And if you work out what works well for characters, then you're beating things pretty quickly. So yeah, I can understand the trying to get into it. I would say stick with Expedition 33 because the story, it's one of those games where it's like the more you get into it, the story develops a lot more. So you might find that you're in, when you hit a certain point, you might find that you've been like, oh, I actually now really like this. Like something just flips like the switch. But yeah, like for me personally, I don't like Expedition 33 wasn't my game of the year. I thought it was mid. Like it was a 6 or 7 out of 10. Like it was a good game. I respect that not many people worked on it, but it was just like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it was a bit of a sympathy vote for game of the year, to be honest with you. Like I know that it's good, but I just look at other games and I think they were so much better than Expedition 33. And it was just the whole like, oh, we've got a small dev team. Oh, like, sympathy vote. Do you know what I mean? Not to say that it's not a good game because it is, but I just feel like when I'm playing a game, it needs to like blow me away. And I was looking at Expedition 33 and like graphically, like I don't want to be a snob, but like graphically, like the bloom, the brightness and things like that, for game of the year, it wasn't perfect. And when we're entering these conversations about game of the year, a game does need to be perfect or almost perfect. And I just think like I was looking at it and I was like, is my monitor broken? Like what the fuck's wrong with it, sort of thing? Like hitting it, like why does this look like shit? This is a 2025 game and it just didn't look the greatest. But yeah, I mean it's a good game. Like it's a good game, but not my personal game of the year. You're always shady, old man hanging out with the young'uns. Yeah, my name's Slim and you're kind of shady. Visual novels about time travel, Steins Gate. Has an anime which is very good, would recommend. Oh, I think I know of it because of I've not watched the anime, but I think that's where I see it pop up a lot. You thought that Black Myth Wukong should have won it the last year, to be fair. I think the thing with Black Myth Wukong was a similar thing. The combat just kind of didn't do anything. I've not played it, but from what I've observed, The thing with Black Myth was it had a really good idea, but it just wasn't polished and perfect, if that makes sense. Like, again, probably a very good game, but 6, 7, 8 out of 10, like it just didn't have that finishing touch. And I've heard that a lot of people, as they progress further into Black Myth Wukong, it doesn't really do anything. Like it kind of feels unfinished towards the end of the game. So yeah, I said 6, 7. I also said 8, 9. You agree? Yeah. Of course, play games, enjoy them yourselves. I'm just a random man talking about my opinion that nobody asked for. Anyway, we got Stormboy up next. This is like the Colin Firth one that is, it's like one of those ones where it's like, it's definitely shovelware you could consider, or like an easy grubby platinum, but it's like one that everyone has because it's meant to be really, really good. So I've not played it myself, but I would like to at some point. Stellar Blade is one you want to play, and that wasn't even nominated. Yeah, Stellar Blade was like two years ago, though, wasn't it? It was like quite some time ago. I saw that Stellar Blade actually was on sale on Amazon for about 30 quid or something, and then it shot back up to full price. I just thought if its price drops, then it will do it again, but I don't know. Maybe I should have brought it for 30 quid. But yeah. I don't think we had anything game worth winning the reward to, safe, nothing unique. I think something like Death Stranding 2 should have picked up Game of the Year. Like, that is unique, I think. Like, it's completely, like, different, if that makes sense. Or even, like, Silk Song, like Hollow Knight. That, like, I don't play it, but, like, surely, like, that's... Like, it broke every storefront. Like, what game has done that? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, no, we was talking about the Game of the Years last year. So, yeah, Black Myth was last year. Oh, what, Stellar Blade was last year as well? Right, got it. I don't know, is Stellar Blade just generally like a really good game, like so it doesn't drop off then? Because like seeing it go down to 30 quid, I was like, oh, like maybe I will. Hey, welcome in Beast Trophies, how's it going? Yeah, like to be fair with Astrobot, like objectively, it was a good game and it was polished. Like I'm not mad that it got Game of the Year last year. Anyway, Strawberry Vinegar up next. This is 6 playthroughs, 30 hours, but somehow is a almost 90%, which is crazy to think. But not every game that has a high percentage is a grubby shovelware. You know, 30 hours, I'm sure that is quite a fun game. Stray, things you love to see. Things we love to see even more. Stroke the Cat. I just love how that's just like a PowerPoint slide for the picture. I'm assuming the game is also a PowerPoint slide where you click a button for 7 minutes, but it's got a cat, so fair play. We do love cats. We've got Super Destronaut, Double Stack, Sword Art Online, Hollow Fragment. Fair play. I know that Sword Art Online games are crazy in terms of like how long you have to spend in them to do, so fair enough. 0.4% as well. Fair play. I think Sword Art Online probably translates really well into video games. I watched the first season of the anime and just thought the moment when they zipped out of the world into a different world, I was like, yeah, this is fucked up. Like it's just shit now. Like it was a really cool concept, but like it just, I don't know. I feel like even in the first season, I was seeing the signs of it starting to go downhill. And I feel like the anime, what people say is like, yeah, the more you get into Sword Art Online, like the worse it gets. Could be wrong. 2024 is 2 years ago, rip 2025. I mean, it's not, it kind of is 2 years ago, but not 2 years ago, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? The game bugged out for you, so you had to do a second playthrough. Oh, damn. Rip to all of those jumping game platinums. Yeah, they've been removed, haven't they? Sword of the Sea, nice, 1.9% rarity there. Tales of Arise. Tales of Xalia, 1 and 2, good stuff there. Tekken 7, nice. Tetra's Escape there, 75%, looks pretty fun. Thank goodness you're here. That is a pretty fun game, would recommend it, under 10% as well. The Artful Escape, again, another fun game, a very quick and easy platinum in my opinion, and it just looks beautiful, would recommend it. House of Ashes and Little Hope, awesome. I'm very much on the fence about these, to be honest with you. Like, I don't know if I'd enjoy them, and it feels like there's such a commitment with like the playthroughs, but I do get they would be quite fun to play through with other people as well, but obviously quite ultra rare. Deadly Towers and Monsters, nice. Skyrim, things you love to see, and it was on the PS3. Let's fucking go. Damn. I said this earlier when I saw the Skyrim Platinum on on the one of the first lists was just like, I'd love to go to my PS3 account and just see like what the fuck I was doing and like how far I did complete it. I'm pretty sure, but I got the platinum on the PS4. Gardens Between W, The Last Campfire, nice. The Order 1886. I'm shocked by how low that percentage is for how easy the game is. Arguably, great game as well, by the way as well. The Sims 4, nice. There's like a cloud save glitch that you can do. 4 hours 24 minutes, perfect. You can basically just download other people's cloud saves, and it just helps get through the platinum a lot quicker. I did that, but it took me way longer than 4 hours because I was such an idiot. Suicide of Rachel Foster. Believe this is meant to be quite a good game. Never played it myself though. That's 12 to 1,200 platinums we missed out on. Facts. Stellar Blade was released in April 24 on PS5, and PC was released last year in June. Oh, okay. Welcome in, by the way, Ghost. The Order 1886, what a banger. I know, right? It's a shame it never got the sequel, because it was pretty fucking awesome, especially the way that it ended. It just set up perfectly for it. The Town of Light, that looks so Silent Hill-esque. I'm so here for it. That looks pretty cool. The Walking Dead and The Wolf Among Us, go to Telltale Games. Tinykin, I've seen things about this. It does look pretty cool. Toem as well, nice. This one has been recommended to me, but good job there. Tokyo Dark Remembrance there. No clue what that is, but seems like that could be cool. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, awesome stuff. 0.4% as well, nice. Ultra Hat Dimension, 80% there. Undertale, W game. Until Dawn, nice job. VA11 Hall A, 10% there, nice. Vampire Survivors, got a little double stack going on there. GG's. No, the PS5 one is the one with all the trophies, and I can see that you've recently played it and got the 100%, so nice. They'll probably add another 50 trophies before they're finished with it. Waking Violet as well, 74%. We Are OFK, 9.5%. No idea what that is, but it's pretty rare. 9 hours as well, probably like a visual novel, I'm guessing. Who Pressed Mute on Uncle Marcus? That looks like that generally is just a movie, like a whodunit movie or something. That seems like that could be really cool as well. Ukulele, nice job there. You know, a girl who chants love at the bound of this. I don't know the rest of it, but that's 40 hours there, 17%. And Zero Escape, the Nontry games there to wrap up with 28%. I'm not going to lie to you. I do apologize, Mr. T-Tam, because a lot of games on this list I haven't really heard of and I'm not too familiar with, so I do apologize kind of glossing over some of them. But it is always cool to be exposed to new games, if that makes sense, which I think it's always very cool to see. And I'm always just like besotted by the pretty colors that the the games might have on them as well. We Are OFK is a music-y kind of game, kind of like the Artful Escape. Oh, let me scroll back down. You said Artful Escape. I'm in. I'm in. I love the Artful Escape. I know the developers that made that have got like a new game. It's called like the Mixtapes or something. I think it should be coming out this year, which would be pretty cool. But thank you for the recommendation. I will check that one out for sure. Right, 13 years ago, Mr. T-Town started trophy hunting. God of War 3 was the first trophy, and the first platinum 13 years ago was Infamous. 10th platinum, Prototype 2. 20th platinum, Digimon Cyber Sleuth. 30th platinum, Sonic Generations. 40th platinum, Midnight Deluxe. 50th platinum, Infamous Second Son. 75th platinum, Undertale. We not got the fastest platinum yet, no. 100th platinum, Persona 5 Royale, W. 125th, the Disney Classic Games. 150th, Ratchet and Wank Rift Apart. 175th platinum, The Last Campfire. 200th platinum, Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn. That's just insane, isn't it? Final Fantasy 9 for the 225th, and then the latest platinum 23 hours ago was the Order 1886, and then the fastest platinum 2 weeks ago was Final Fantasy 7 Remake as well, which is sensational stuff. How long did it take to 2 weeks to get the platinum in that? That's fucking insane. GG's on getting the Final Fantasy remake done so quickly. We're looking at the rarest unique trophies. Got 103 ultra rare. We got Worm Battlegrounds, Final Fantasy 14, 16, 14, 14. Overwatch 2, Trials Fusion, and Friday the 13th with the ultra rare platinum there. And then taking a look-see-loo at the stats then. A beautiful mixture of games across all consoles and platinums included there. Taking a look at sort of like the split of the rares, uncommons, of course, guys, you can pause this if you want to. And then, yeah, just I'd say a very steady trophy hunter. And then obviously it's just skyrocketed within like the last 5 years, which is awesome to see. And taking into considerations like a lot of the games that Mr. T-Tam has played, they're quite long games to play. Like a lot of them are like hundreds of hours. They're like online games sort of thing, like, or gacha games as well. So it's like a lot of time I can imagine goes into this account, which is really cool. And the fact that there's still a lot of platinums despite playing these 100-hour 160-hour platinums is just, you know, a testament and incredible as well. And yeah, just taking a look at the times, I don't know why they're purple. These bars are purple. I think it might be because there's like a lot of trophies earned. Maybe that's why they're purple. I don't know. Anyway, interesting. 429 games played, 256 completed, 72% completion rate, 244, fast approaching 250 platinums. Thank you very much for letting me review your list, buddy. I appreciate it. Chat, get some fucking W's in there. Get the Drake Love Heart emojis. GG's. And look at this. I've got a whole bunch of games that I can that I'm going to investigate and potentially play myself at some point as well. Just add to the wish list as well. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Right. We're done with the lists. We're done with the lists for this week. I'll just stick around and do some just chatting for a little bit as well, assuming people want to talk. Let me just put in a just chatting lists done. There we go. Chat, of course, if you do want to get your platinum trophy list reviewed, if you join the Discord, it's in the description. Or you can just do !Discord in the live chat. Join there, post your link in the PlayStation profiles area. If you don't have Discord, leave a comment on this VOD or in the live chat, and one of the mods will try to sweep that one up as well. And don't forget to drop a like as well. It does help me out. Mic has gone your end. Has it? Is the microphone gone? Can anyone else confirm? Maybe try refreshing the stream. Almost finished Eternal Strands. Still have a couple more story missions, but working on the collectibles. Nice. Welcome in, by the way, Zero. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Stray Gods is a good game if you enjoy story musical stuff. Need several playthroughs. I think several playthroughs is one of the things that puts me off, though. Not gonna lie. Way longer than 2 weeks. You auto pop the PS5 version. Oh, right. Okay, got it. Thanks for reviewing. Enjoy your time with the Dream Daddy in particular. Oh, I will. Arsenal versus Man United prediction. I'm gonna go like 2-0 to Arsenal. 1 or 2-0, maybe a 2-1. Yeah. I just think it's gonna be one of those games where United sit back in a low block potentially. And we're just trying to chip away. Like, do you know what I mean? It's one of those games now where it's like we just have to be patient and hopefully we get the win or it'll be a draw. But you know, stranger things have happened. I know that Man United playing Arsenal is like the biggest game of their season, so they're going to turn up for it. Do you know what I mean? Can still hear me. Yeah, just try refreshing the stream. Maybe that will fix things. Start Jesus, please. Yeah, do you know what though? The funny thing is that when we play in the Premier League and we start with Gyökeres, while he doesn't necessarily do stuff that we see, all of the off the ball stuff and the pressing and the hold up play that goes unnoticed, he's great at. And as soon as we sub him off, we always concede because we don't have the person doing all of that dirty work up top that the cameras aren't showing you. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are just focused on goals. And don't get me wrong, being a striker, you do need to score. But I personally would keep Gyökeres up top. I think Jesus is a good impact sub to bring on. But like, you think of United's backline, they're going to have what, like Harry Maguire and Martinez. You're going to want a big boy to bully Maguire and also Martinez. I don't really know if Jesus is like, do you know what I mean? He's more agile and faster. So yeah. 0-0. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me. It really wouldn't surprise me. It's just a chess match at this point in the Premier League. But yeah, like, we've got to remember that playing in Champions League, European teams don't play low blocks or mid blocks. They're much more expressive and attacking, which means that Arsenal can actually play nice football and score goals. Like, Jesus done great to get his goals, and also Gyökeres with his goal on Tuesday night. But for instance, like we're not going to get those opportunities in the Premier League. So, do you know what I mean? It's just one of those things. Start Eze. Yeah, I mean Martin Odegaard hasn't really been the greatest the past two games, to be fair. But it's a weird one because I think Eze is probably best on the left. Um, personally, where he can just like free roam a bit, because I do feel like we do miss the Martin Odegaard player, because Eze and Martin Odegaard, you think that they play the same position, and on paper they might play in cam, but they both are very different central attacking midfielders, where Eze's more of an end product finisher, where Odegaard's the creator, piecing things together, creating the attack, and Eze doesn't quite do that. Like, he's not got the final passes like Odegaard does. He is a finisher, and he's a great dribbler of the ball. So yeah, it just depends really how we want to structure things. And like on the left wing, like um, Martinelli and fucking who else? Trossard are doing pretty well on left wing, so it's like you don't really want to bring Eze in there either at the minute. Mike's good. There were some amazing lists. Yeah, honestly, there were great lists tonight, chat. It's been great to be back, by the way, and awesome lists. Odegaard's more of an 8 than 10. Yeah, yeah. Didn't play good against Liverpool. I think in the first half we played some absolutely cracking football. In the second half, Liverpool obviously had a chance to talk tactics, and yeah, like I think a 0-0 is a fair result for that, because we were the better team in the first half, and then Liverpool came out and were a bit more resilient, but Liverpool didn't even have a shot on target. So I'm sorry, but like you're meant to be the champions of the Premier League, and you can't even, like, yeah, they had a better second half, but they didn't actually do anything. It was possession without purpose. Um, it's another one of those games where we look at it and we go, that kind of feels like a loss, because we were playing so well, we just couldn't get the final finishing touch to score. Yeah, like it was a game of two halves. First half of the Liverpool game, Arsenal were fantastic. Second half, we were just kind of sitting and allowing Liverpool to do what they wanted, and they didn't really pose much of a threat. He's looking at your profile on PSMP and realise you don't have any trophy under 3%. Really? Yeah, that's PSMP for you. I see Semenyo for Man City, like he's never left the club. Yeah, Semenyo's had a fantastic start, like sensational. It's a shame that he's gone to Man City, because I would have loved him at Arsenal, but it is what it is. Like I don't blame him for the move. It's still like a good career move. But it's just crazy to think, like, Man City, the wheels are falling off, and once again they are spending. To be fair, they got the players for reasonable prices because their contracts are running out, but they've still signed arguably two of the top players in the Premier League in January. And it's like, if Arsenal are making those signings, the agendas that would be going on about Arsenal, like signing these players, like they have to win the league. Like, people forgot Liverpool spent 500 million this summer. We're not talking about that anymore. Man City have just got Gahey and Semenyo, again, two great players. They're just kind of brushing that under the rug, and it's like, oh yeah, but Arsenal, like it's the worst Premier League ever just because Arsenal are top flight. It's crazy. But yeah, it's again, it's a shame that like those transfers they have gone to Man City, because I think they would be so valuable at Arsenal, especially Gahey as well, because he's still like what 24, 25, like he's so young, and to have him as like arguably a reserve to Saliba and Gabriel, but with rotation, it's not really a reserve. Like having somebody of his quality on the bench, given like the injuries we keep getting to the back line, like having Gahey would have just been fucking insane. And like you see him go for 20 million, you're like, oh, like how didn't we bid 21 million? But then you've got to remember, like Man City will just like they're paying him like 300k a week, and like Arsenal are never going to do that for a player besides like Saka. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. Like 350k a week. You do the maths on that. Is that like 100 million a year technically? So it's like while they spent 20 million on the transfer fee, they're then spending so many millions to keep the player at the club, which is just insane. Yeah, Bodo Glint, fair play to them, fair play. I do think the wheels are falling off at City, and they have been for a long time. Only sport Canadians know about are hockey and lacrosse. Enjoy your evening. Lacrosse is pretty cool, to be fair. I know that from Teen Wolf. See you later, Crow. Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Yeah, 20 million for Gahey is insane. Is that like fully gone through yet? Like, is that like fully through? Because like, it'll probably be starting at the weekend though. Big shame, but it's what it is. Anyway, chat. Anything else we want to talk about? How are we? What are we doing this weekend? Any plans? Burger, welcome in. Kind of alive. Are you tired? You plan to game? Nice. Favorite fruit? Um, there are so many good fruits. I would say that I'm gonna go with blueberries. I think. Like I would say strawberries, but they're very seasonal. Whereas blueberries, you can get them all year round, and they're just like a W fruit. Um, yeah, like to be fair, I like a lot of fruits. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many good fruits. Like, I've been having a lot of melon, yellow, like honey melon recently. That's been pretty fun. Fun. Who the fuck talks about food like that? It's been pretty tasty. Kiwis are pretty goated, but then again, you don't get a lot with them, and like I don't eat the skin, so it's like they're kind of like bad value for money. Mangoes, I like those, but again, I just get frozen mangoes because like again, value for money. You pay like £2 for like, and then by the time you chop up a mango, it's just such a hassle. Pineapple's pretty tasty, but again, pretty long to chop up, so I have frozen pineapple. Um, yeah, I'd say strawberries and blueberries are probably like top tier. You finished your blanket now. You don't know what to play. Did you get the? Did you buy the? Was it the Dark Picture games? Did you pick those up? Maybe play them if you want them. Spurs, low, West Ham, no. Had some today. Yeah, blueberries are really good. Is it like antioxidants they've got in them as well? Like they're really good for you. Probably keep pushing a few shorter games and get 250 this month. Hopefully, see how it goes. Yeah, I reckon you might be able to squeeze that. And you've got like what 9 days. Mr. Excuses, how's it going? Dragon fruit. I've never tried that one. Never tried that. That does look pretty cool though and pretty tasty. Where's mango on the ranking? Near the bottom. Like mango is very tasty, but like the other factors of like value for money, effort to make it, like it's like bottom if that makes sense. Taste wise, and again, mangoes are very hit and miss. They either taste brilliant or they taste like bum cheeks. There's no in between. Like they're either this delicious exotic fruit or bum cheeks. So yeah, frozen mangoes are a W though. At the moment, you're trying to get through our tier games and taking care of a sick kid. Oh, really? Hopefully the kid's okay or sort of gets better soon. So sending my prayers and thoughts. You got those. Tried Cyberpunk, didn't click. Tried Assassin's Creed Syndicate, didn't click either. Right? Yeah. If they're not clicking, yeah, maybe try the Dark Picture stuff. Or yeah, maybe stop gaming for a bit. Are there any like TV shows, movies, animes, things like that you want to watch? Tiger melon is nice. I did not know that was a thing. Is that like genetically engineered? Yeah, bananas are pretty goated. Cheap, no mess, no prep, easy to eat, a lot of potassium, good for like if you're doing a lot of sport and gym and stuff, like recovery stuff. Bananas are a good shout as well. And you can use them to make like banana bread or like make healthy cakes as well. You're a mango person and pineapple on the weekends. Oh, I bet. I bet. If you eat them during the week, though, just an FYI, if you eat them during the week at the weekend, it just helps. Bananas are radioactive. Yeah, I've seen that fact before. They're obviously like very low radioactive, aren't they? I'm assuming. Don't feel like watching shows either. Feeling terrible recently, so need to get out of this funk. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like being winter. It definitely like affects just sort of like moods and things, doesn't it? So you just got to take that into consideration. Maybe try sitting in front of a sad lamp if you know what that is. Try sitting in one of that. Maybe it will like boost like the motivation to want to play games and stuff. But it's okay. Like obviously you probably can't go for a walk all of the time, but sometimes just instead of doing a gaming session, going out to walk or exercise is also quite fun to do. And then like maybe that would be like, oh, I've had some fresh air or sunlight or whatever. Then you're like, oh, okay, I want a game now. I'm in the mood for it. Or you could try reading a book, maybe. I don't know. Worried I wouldn't understand. Yeah, I'm smart. I'm a smart boy. We can tell this stream has wiped me out because I just can't speak. Like my throat is going. It's insane. All right, chat. Any final questions as I look to wind down the stream? We've recording the Trophy Hoarders podcast tomorrow night, so we got a brand new episode coming for Monday, 7. That's what I'll go for. So yeah, brand new episode of the Trophy Hoarders podcast out on YouTube, Spotify, and also Apple as well. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. The Trophy Hoarders podcast. I'll even put it into the live chat for you. Every 2 weeks you get a brand new episode talking about platinum trophies and stuff. Missed the day when you was a market trader, you used to eat your 5 a day for free each day. Oh yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Just getting all of the good stuff for free. Because it is like really expensive to eat healthy nowadays. It's quite a shame. I can't believe the price of mints, how expensive that is. Like I was trying to work out in Lidl like what the prices were, and I was like, okay, I think I've picked one up for about a £5. It's like 8 fucking quid. I was like, Jesus, like why is it so expensive now? Oh, is it pod, not podcast? Me getting my own things wrong. There you go. That's the podcast channel in the live chat. If anybody's interested. Yeah, I don't know why Aiden is obsessed with the 6 and 7. What grammage? Percent? I thought you were saying like grimmage, like a grimace shake there. I'm not gonna lie. See you later, True. Have a good night, buddy. Thank you for watching. When am I gonna platinum Days Gone PS5 edition? And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going off. Never. I'm never gonna platinum or play Days Gone again. So that's my answer. I got 8% mints, and I think it was either 500 grams or 800. I don't know. I think it was 500 because I picked it up and I was like, I feel like this is the one that's £5, but like the prices were like all over the place, and I was like, oh, like I don't mind because it's obviously the healthier version, but like, do you know what I mean? But it was like just a bit of a bump. Like, at least it's cooked for 2 of us tonight, and then I put the rest, like the other half, in the freezer, so it's another meal. So like when you break it down, it was like what, £3.50 a meal, and that fed 2 people, so like £1.75 per meal. So like when you break it down like that, it's not bad, but obviously when you're paying for it in the shop, it's expensive. You get your beef 500 grams, just shy of £3. Yeah, I saw that one in Lidl. It was like simply beef, and it was like 25% fat, and obviously I don't mind that, but obviously I'd rather have lower fat where possible. Welcome in, Powell. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. We are just wrapping up today, unfortunately. So you can go back and watch the start of the stream if you missed it. Far Cry 3 finally getting 60 FPS on PS5. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good thing that it's finally got 60 FPS, but like, I don't know, when I played it on PS4, it felt really clunky and really bad. Like, I hope that the 60 FPS fixes that, but fundamentally it is quite a clunky game because it is old. I recently platinumed it again on the PS3. I went back and cleaned that up. So so yeah, I just say if you can play the game on the original hardware, like play it. If it's your first time experiencing it, then it'll be really fun. But like if you know what happens, like yeah. Play it right now, you love it after the update. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's one of those ones where it's like I've recently, as I said, done the PS3 version, and I've already done the PS4 version of it, so I don't really have any intention to replay it. Like, I'm not really too fast. Hey, welcome in, AK. You did miss the entire stream, unfortunately, buddy. We are just chatting and wrapping up now. Hope you're doing well, though. Chicken, good, 220 for 2 chicken breasts. Yeah, chicken's fairly cheap. It's only a matter of time before they make it more expensive, though. Most of the old Far Cry games are getting 60 FPS. Yeah, I saw that. I think it's pretty much all of them, bar like Primal or something, right? Big fan of Far Cry 4. Never played 3, so it's your first. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah. Like, if you've never played Far Cry 3, it is amazing. I played it all the way back in 2012 when I was a kid, and it was like, it goes up there with like one of my favorite games, sort of thing. But then when you go back to it as an adult and you know the story, it kind of takes away just a little bit because you know what's going to happen. So like the kind of clunkiness, I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen. Goodness me, I'm sounding like Sean Dyche again because I've been speaking too much. Yeah, Far Cry 4 was good. Far Cry 3 is just like, oh, it's just beautiful. I would love if that got remade, sort of thing, in a new engine opposed to the remaster. Don't say that, you can't afford it to begin with. You might have to go catch the chicken yourself. You try to platinum all of the Far Cry games, it's amazing. You got the 4 and 5 plat, nice. You're gonna go for 6? I've got Far Cry 3 twice, 4, 5, and 6. I've not done New Dawn or Primal or Far Cry 2. I've just done like the main line, if that makes sense. But yeah, it's a franchise I love. I do like Far Cry. I think they are fun games. You know what you're getting with them. It's a bit like Assassin's Creed. Start a farm in your living room. They need grass, bro. Let them live outside. Past 6 were kind of mids. Yeah, the good thing about 6 though is that the platinum is pretty short. To be fair, like it's not long, is it? All right, chat. I'm gonna sign out. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I will be back tomorrow to stream and playing some bad kid games. So we're gonna hopefully get 2 platinums tomorrow. So it's gonna be really exciting. And then, of course, I'm working on some new videos as well for the channel. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Click the button and also the like button. It does help me out. The courtyard is concrete, right? You're gonna have to plant some grass there. Far Cry 3 question, is Blood Dragon a sequel or DLC or remaster or what? Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon is DLC, I believe. That was out when the original dropped on PS3, I'm pretty sure. I believe Blood Dragon is like an arcade thing or something. I'm not too sure. I've never played it, so I can't really comment what it is. But yeah, chat, if you are in the Discord, it is in the live chat and the description. If you do want to get your trophy list reviewed in the future, make sure you're in the Discord or leave a comment on this. Standalone DLC, there you go. And yeah, if you're in the Discord, I communicate all of the updates. But thanks so much, everyone. You have been amazing. My voice is going, so I'm not going to speak anymore. But good night. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all tomorrow for another live stream. Good night. Take it easy. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.